I still have that one. So, all right. So was there anything left out of the written report that you submitted?
No, not that I can think of.
All right.
I think we left salvage from last up to him, right? That's where we ended it last time.
You ended.
The vehicles that Red Jack didn't really give a shit about.
You're not on Red Jack's planet.
Or
No,
whoever. The guy dispatched
the
to kill
Lord.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Those two escort vehicles that were more or less cannon fodder.
One of them went up in a ball of flame. The other one, the guy shot off his head. I'm done here, and he crawled out, and you let him run away.
Yeah. He said something about the vehicles, leaving that up to him and whatever. For
Yeah.
the next game.
So there's one logger mech that can be.
Yeah, well, it fired off 2 AC2 rounds, and when his partner blew up, and the other one kind of targeted him, like, I got an AC2 here. I have learned the hard way that it ain't very good for this terrain. And he just crawled out. They don't have ejector seats or anything. He just opened it up and put his hands like, I quit. You know, fired the flame. I quit. And I said, okay, get out of here. And he crawled down and ran away.
Right. And then, so where we're at right now is okay.
I was just looking for the dice I did not bring.
Oh,
Yeah.
we need dice.
Oh yeah, definitely for tonight. Probably just 2d6 and 2d10.
So there's
Yeah. Any more, and I could just reroll.
there you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay, at least I grabbed the right of the two bags that look exactly the same. One is shit I carry for work, and the other is this stuff.
There you go. And let's see here. All right. We are inside a small base in the basement outside a vault. Locked inside, you know, the bandit commander, and you said one other?
You don't know. You were talking to the commander. Don't forget, it's
Right.
just this little. I told you that it is set as a, depending upon how many player characters.
Right. Okay. So,
No, this guy was right up to the camera, and you were talking to him. He's not stupid. He's a guard captain. He's not an idiot.
Debatable.
He's a cornered animal right now, and that's how he's acting.
Unfortunately, he had no information to trade for his life. Otherwise, I would have had him go state's evidence. Pull you aside,
Okay.
Rod. I'm pulling him aside away from the intercom. I had
All
been,
you gotta do is turn it off.
right, but you know what I mean. I had been prepping demolition on this thing. How is this for?
Got a +1. I mean,
No,
I'm all right at it.
I'm decent. I'm not, and I'm not
Okay.
talking about the demo. How's this for a tactic to get him to open up? Tell him there was only one rat inside, or 2 rats, depending on how many subordinates he has. And he gets, if he opens up, he can walk will give his subordinates in his place.
Like give them over live?
Yeah, to the
They'd
Duke.
sell us out in a half a second. They'd tell us about the guy that got away. They'd tell the Duke in about a half a second. Yeah.
They'll fight, but we get to get the door opened
Yeah, I mean,
without having to
we
expend
don't,
any
we don't give a
explosives.
shit about that guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, still have the explosives.
exactly.
Yeah. I don't see any reason why not.
Ron, I love games with no alignment that we have to answer.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I had to gauge my character's alignment based on past and story, I'd be more towards evil than good.
I wouldn't
I'd be
be.
neutral, almost pure on the streets.
Nah, I'd probably be definitely a chaotic neutral kind of guy.
I probably would have more criminal air to it.
Or no, actually no. I think I would be more true neutral because I can either use or abuse the law to my benefit either way. But you know what, Ron? I think I'm gonna make that offer to the captain. Go ahead and we can turn his subordinates in, and he can walk if he opens the door.
Persuade him. I mean, if I don't have to do a fight here, I don't know. It's fine by me.
All right. All right. So, see, the thing is, I don't have a persuasion skill. Fast talk is not what I'm trying to do.
No, it's probably the intimidation.
Intimidation?
Yeah, I think that just covers it all.
Actually, no, that would be negotiation.
Whichever one you want to use. You're intimidating or negotiating. It's your.
No, actually, I'm negotiating with the gentleman because I'm trying to
Okay.
resolve this.
It's your skill choice.
And if we need proof of our sincerity, if there's a way to transmit the battle feed,
Not from here.
no. But
All you can do is record it, and it's futuristic. You have the little recorder things, but all you're recording is this little box, a
Right.
TV, a cell phone.
right where one of
You're
the-
doing that's part of your
yeah,
negotiations.
one of
It's
the
all
logger-
there.
Yeah, one of the logger mech pilots was let go.
Yeah. Oh, he knows that. He's got communications.
Oh, so he knows that we're good on our word on 15.
It shuts off.
Okay, 13 plus 2.
Excuse me for a bit.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I know.
What the fuck? But it's a soundproof.
Yeah, I know. Andrew, that's exactly what I wanted to precipitate.
I'm not going to go through all of that. In this case, it's the quick. I'm not going to go through that fucking bullshit. They're laughing at me. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not. No.
Like the half rules we settled on last time were good enough. Like
Yeah.
if we change them this time, good enough. Like it certainly can't get worse than what's described in that book.
Exactly.
My
Oh.
lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's nice. Using D6s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you don't hear anything. You don't hear
Hello,
anything?
hello in there.
Nothing.
Hello?
Nothing.
Yeah, no. Let me RP.
Yep. Nothing.
I take it the big guy's not in charge anymore? Whoever's in charge in there can walk free. Just come on out. You know we've already let one of your compatriots go. If you aren't going to open up from inside and walk away, then we're going to have to open it up from out here. Could get messy.
Oh, say fuck it. Let's blow the door.
Well, unless you got security systems, you can break
Yeah,
in.
security systems.
I do to a small extent. Yeah, I got +1 in stack.
Plus
I'm-
one
I
is
know,
plus
I'm-
one. You
I'm
can
alright
try.
with it.
Yeah, well,
Two
Tens.
D10s.
Yeah,
that's
now-
right.
all right.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Right up the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you try to break in. This is a vault.
Yeah, that's what I yeah.
All right. Take cover.
All right, I take cover, whichever.
Roll your demolitions. Just don't roll piss ass poor.
Fire and hole.
You didn't know to keep going. You blow it.
22.
Yeah, you blow it.
Kaboom.
You do so well. You
Excuse
blow
me,
it so
20.
it.
Yep.
Instead of blowing inward, you actually controlled it. So you blew where the hinges on. It just. Yeah.
Yep. And then. All right, let's clear it.
What are we looking at for a visible situation? We just blew a vault door. Are we in a hallway?
Well, the first thing you notice as you look in, you're doing like this, is the intercom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's burnt off.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy rolled. One guy rolled snake eyes. So I said, fuck it, that's gone.
Okay.
And there's holes and stuff. Some of the treasures got shot up,
Okay.
and there's blood and wisps of smoke.
No bodies.
Well, they were covered, so they would have fallen.
Oh. They're underneath.
Well, they had set up for when you came in.
Right.
So then they quickly, when you know what happened when this guy gets an open calm.
Yep.
The guy's like, what? So he hopped behind one and just shot him. And then he returned shots. So there are shots back and forth. And I just ab-libbed on where they got hit.
Okay.
So, like I said, you don't see bodies.
They're behind.
They're behind cover.
Right. So just clear the room.
Who wants to go left? Who wants to go right? That's all I care about.
Left.
I'll take right.
Okay. Left. That's the guard. You see him. He's got a big hole in his chest.
Okay.
Actually, it's a pulse laser rifle.
Ooh, fun.
Okay. You go to the other side, you see the guard captain, those box cars. Again, I just have box cars, just like a mech, smack in the head. So while he was dying, he got hit with a Sternox pistol, blew the guy's fucking head off. So you got 2 dead guys there.
Grizzly.
Yeah, those box cars, I went, okay, that's
I'm gonna loot the guys.
that's going to be the where.
What does this guy got for armor? What does he got for weapons? I'm looting that body fast.
Well, the neat part is, because he got shot in the head,
armor's intact.
ablative flak vest.
That's
Oh,
nice.
okay.
It's nicer. It's not the suit, it's just a vest.
Oh wait, I think you agreed that we could spend money on that stuff on the planet.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
planet
last
you
time.
you went.
Yeah,
Once
I
you got in,
already bought a full full suit of that, but I'll still take it.
Yeah, you know,
What was his weapon?
pulse laser rifle with 4 power packs. He only shot once. Shot the guy across, but because I rolled high, I just said, he got this shot on the way down.
And how many packs?
4 power
Four?
packs
They're very expensive. They're like 2,000 per.
per power pack.
Mm.
And so the guy that I've got is a Sternock
Just so you know, it uses 5 shots each time.
on the pulse. Yeah. It's what, 20
20
shots?
shots. So 4.
You get 4 shots
You
off
get
per-
4 shots before.
So on the Sternock, how many?
He had 4 clips. Only 3 shots per.
Right, he's used 1 shot.
He shot 1 time. They killed each other. Quick. I was looking to see who would survive, and like, well, that 12, that fuck it. Fuck it. He blew his fucking head off. As he got shot, because I had him have the same initiative. He goes to shoot him, he sees what's going on, and they basically fire at the same time. Killed each other. And he had a flak vest, but that is destroyed.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was designed for you guys to go in, but like I said, the role play is what changes everything. So
See, it's like
Mm-hmm.
we really didn't have to put ourselves in danger.
no, sometimes you don't have to. I write it for you to get in danger, but if you work around it, it's like, yeah, okay. Now,
We do that
because you're busy, when you start walking around outside, and they will tell you that the vehicle taken was a burro.
A burrow.
Yeah, it's a big truck, a burro heavy vehicle.
Okay.
And that's sitting in the vehicle bay.
Okay.
On the tarmac, and I was going to try to have him escape, but he didn't get anywhere because you killed his troops so fast,
Yep.
is a Swift Ram. Passenger style.
A Swift.
Swift Ram.
Is that the car I recognize?
No,
Oh,
this is it's a passenger airplane.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, when you look, they cleared an area where this thing could land.
Okay.
It was always there, they just had to redo it.
All right. So we have all the stolen property returned.
Yes.
Now the burrow, that was.
That's a burro. It's a heavy truck.
Yep. Now that was stolen. You said, or was that?
You don't know. They had treasures that were stolen.
Oh, the trade. Okay. So.
They had the burro. It's
Okay.
part of the what?
Yeah.
Wherever they got the logger mix, so the logger company that they decided to just become something else.
Probably doesn't have the title with it.
Yeah.
More than likely. All right.
The burro is just a modification of the original, heavy cargo truck. That just makes it specific. The type of burro.
Okay.
You can get all the info on it. It's not a. I have it,
Fair enough.
and they use it because it's also an off-road. It's designed to be off-road.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That would actually be very nice.
Yeah, it carries 739 kilo
Rams.
them.
3/4 ton.
It's a 3/4 ton truck. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. 3/4 metric ton.
Yeah, but when you
He
read
doesn't
it,
do metric.
I don't do
Oh.
metric.
Yeah.
But it basically has a big front light, but it has like a crane arm, pick
Mhm.
stuff up. For you, it's another truck, but you got to pay for it. Got to pay for it. Mind you, you can just send it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm wrong. I didn't. I knew I knew there was a reason. I don't need a landing strip. It is a VTOL. That's the Swift ran.
Basically, it's an Osprey.
Basically.
Nice. I left mine at home.
I have to. Oh, yeah.
You will have a party, like I said. There's this downtime, congratulating you and getting his stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
He'll flat out tell you he doesn't care about the stuff that's on. He doesn't care. He's a duke.
Yeah.
I can get 10 of them if I want. I don't give a crap.
It's like, here you go.
Now here's where you can get into the fun. He doesn't care about the base either. It was decommissioned.
Interesting. So, I could have my family come set up a trade station there?
Yeah. If you want. Understand the protection of it is your own. Any repairs, anything you need, any supplies, all that, you pay for it.
That's
It's
understandable.
it's abandoned. I'd rather have somebody I can rely on and trust be using it versus bandits keep going in there and repurposing it for their own needs.
All right. And
But this will require, he will go through a long contractual agreement, which boils down to you can use it, you pay the taxes like anything else, but if at any point you become a liability, power or you start attacking or anything like that,
Mhm.
Winfield's brigade will come in and utterly wipe you out. And you can't bring in more than, say, a lance.
That's
Yeah, which typical. He doesn't want this
my
potential
my
enemy
family.
force.
I'm the only one in 3 generations that went military.
Yeah,
My
but don't
family-
forget, you got this credentials of being from the Liren family anyway. Oh, so that was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, okay, so I can have. So he'll start using. Oh, I've got your grandson here, and
Yep.
so let's talk and negotiate. Maybe there's some more trade we can do beyond what we already do. So for him, it's an opportunity too.
Oh, your family is no
Street?
You're the street kid.
Street.
He's the one that has the
Yeah.
similar background. I can't remember where he's from. Is he from? He's not also Korea, is he?
No. No, he's not Liren, though.
Right.
He didn't have any of the history or past checks.
What was it, Davian?
Could be Devon. Or Free World. Or Merrick.
He came from way away because I remember saying, yeah, he took.
Yeah,
you
I
away.
think
No. Torian.
Torian. Oh,
Concordat,
Yeah.
The Concordat.
Oh yeah, he came from
Jesus.
way back.
I fucking hate the Torian Concordat. Yeah, they're
Oh, no.
one of those that I just want to I hate those guys.
They were almost solid enough to be considered a full house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and later, not on that map, but later they took over they retook a sizable chunk of Davian. Davian screwed. Karita came all the way down to New Avalon.
The BattleTech PC game takes place between the Magistry of Canopus and the Torian Concordat in that open area right there, and adds in a little independent nation there, the Oregon, whatever the fuck they call it. It's pretty decent. Good story there. Keeps to most everything because it's all small periphery stuff anyways. But after playing that, I hate the Torian Concordat, even though they do get a little redemption in the end still. Not too big on the Free World League either.
Well, Free Worlds League was
Um,
7 ways from
You will be
Tuesday.
there will be a liaison officer. permanently assigned.
Up to the trade station.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's probably a tax man more than anything else.
And to watch you, you know that. Actually, what that is, it's to keep an eye on you.
Mm-hmm.
New chapter.
That's it.
Right.
All right. Google Play Store. That's what I wanted right there.
And so as of right now, we are currently on Treeline.
That's that's where we're
Yeah.
going to be heading out from.
Yeah, that's where we're at now.
Constantly flipping.
Friggin' autocorrect. That's what I want. So hopefully I'll be able to have it. I'm installing,
Why wouldn't you just, do you have Heavy Metal Pro on there?
not on this one.
Oh,
I
okay.
have it at home. I have, well, the drawing board at home.
I was about to say, just install it there, print to PDF, and then open the PDF in Paint to mark off armor marks and ammo and stuff.
And give this a try. That's what my tablet's for.
I was about to say, if you don't already have it, BlueStacks is an amazing Android emulator on Windows. So you could just use like Google's Play Store or whatever.
I've done it. Don't really.
I don't really have much use for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It was more when I was doing Android development.
Wonder if this is the one I need. Come on. Come on, what do I do? I've used BlueStacks, but I wasn't liking it.
Yeah, there are limited reasons I'd even emulate that on a PC. And can't even remember why I started with it.
Why?
Oh, I had a Surface tablet. That's what it was. So I had an actual like x86 like Windows tablet, and so I put BlueStacks on that, so I could basically more or less swap it over to a mobile tablet whenever I needed to.
Mm-hmm.
I used that a bit in school. Just one of those, like, yeah, there it is. A Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting one.
Well, that's my 2010 Mac.
Okay.
Let's see here. Won't let me. Ooh. I like. It's not perfect, but I like.
You figured that out, man.
5 points of damage.
Nice.
You want to repair 5 points of damage?
Oh, that's the one that doesn't have vehicles, though, right?
Correct, I think.
Ah, rough.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I downloaded that Flex Sheets. It didn't have vehicles at all.
Okay. But
Yeah, that's still pretty good.
But I do have Heavy Metal V.
Oh yeah, it's been so goddamn long since I even had one. I'm pretty sure I had Heavy Metal Pro or whatever the fuck it was called. But
Well, I just went with the V. I just bought the V.
oh yeah, no, I stole all of this. Donned the eye patch and just straight pirated whatever I wanted. So I'm pretty sure I had that one for a while. I never used it.
I downloaded all the different vehicle files. So it's like,
I think I had it exclusively for use with MegaMech. Have you ever played with that?
no.
It's non-graphic, mostly text-based with like a hex over. It's BattleTech, but on computer, literally. Like rolls are done like through the software. You can see every individual thing,
Sorry.
and you can pick your units and change the map and topography and whatever. And then
Interesting.
literally you can, and it's AI. It's pretty decent.
Yep.
Yeah, you can like.
But you know, Heavy Metal Pro has a terrain feature, has a map feature.
Yep. I don't think I know I printed them, but I didn't have scaling correct or something when I first tried it, and it just didn't come out right.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 30 millimeters per hex.
Yeah, I didn't size it correctly or something like that, and it just didn't work. But I do remember it and trying to get it to work, and like,
Ron, I have mech.
What's that?
his Mac.
Right, go on.
Okay. We need it.
So
I don't know yet.
I have character. I have mech.
There we go.
I have balance.
Partridge in a pear tree.
I have balance. I have character. I have mech. I am one.
You're so special.
Yes, I am. I'm glad you recognize that.
All right.
So that is the first step in you becoming one. All right. Who's Travis is every other week, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So
You ready?
Yes. Sorry, I'm responding to something.
I am ready.
Getting ready. Just making sure you don't cut me off again.
Why would I do that?
I have no idea. You
So
try and pay me back for my D&D. I cut him off all the time. Anyway, tree line to dart.
to dart.
Yeah, not careful, just curious where you're going. So you're making a loop like this. You can follow it. If you care.
To dart.
Mm-hmm.
To where?
Over here. Somewhere.
Oh, of course.
What's that? He's not. No, I did it.
Just follow it like a U. You go to Butte Hold, you go down, 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 down. You can just start following it. Find it easy enough. Guard the tree line.
Probably right around.
There's a tree here. Dart. Dart one? Is that what it is? Dart one?
That's what they call it, but it's dart.
Dart. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to.
Dart 1 is because it's the in the system. It's the capital 1, but it's still the first one closest to the sun.
Yep.
When you land here, you land here.
I land. Or, yeah, well, we have to, right?
Yep.
Land.
You've got the information.
I have the information.
Yeah. Remember, she told you. She
Yeah.
gave you every place you need to go.
Yeah, the entire last time was me and Travis kind of like relying on shadow you, if you will.
Right. Yeah.
But
knowing where to go.
well, who to see?
Yes. Well, you never personally gave me that.
No, because I wasn't going to sit back and write it all down. I tell you, you land, you look it up, you go okay, or on your laptop, whatever it is, you look it up and go, oh okay, I'm to see Lady Sarah Forrester.
Lady Sarah Forrester. Okay. At the customs or immigration or whatever you want to call it. And you're at that. Once we clear, well, we have to, they ask us why we're here. So
Mm-hmm. And
we have business with Lady Sarah Forrester.
oh, you think you're special?
Indeed.
That's nice.
You asked us our business. That's our business. If we can't get in to see her, we can't get in to see her. But that's our business.
Okay. I'll make a memo that these people from who knows where want to see the lady.
Please send this photo file. It's regards to this.
Yeah, sure.
Does he attach it?
Yeah, he does. And then he gets an earful. You can hear the yelling in his ear. oh. Not everybody knows.
To be fair, the last several places were better than this guy.
Yeah, they just kind of
In
they
game,
knew.
I straight up pointed the dude getting
Yeah,
yelled at. Like
here, they evidently didn't get the message. They didn't get the memo.
Yep.
At least it's looking like. When you hear him, he's like, well, look, nobody told me. Okay, just guys who showed up. All right. You're going to give me a harder. Yeah, I'll go see the boss. It's bullshit that I'm getting held for shit. You didn't bother telling,
Yeah.
Typical security guard.
Yep.
No, sir, you can't come in. What the hell's wrong with you? You didn't tell me. How the hell am I supposed to know? Yeah, I've gone through that a few times.
Yep.
Nice.
So, they call for a car. You see basically you guys get in a limo and this little team of heavily armored security force double check what you're bringing and they haul it in. Off you go. Like the others, there's not a whole lot to it, but she congratulates you. It says, I heard rumors, but nobody told me who. Again, a party. Thank you for the return of these things have been gone for 100, 150 years.
Yep.
Return to the families. In this case, she explains that it's not just my family, but all the locals here. So she'll return it to all the families. And a lot of them are here going, we got our baby's first photo back. Or our great-great-grandfather. But it was in a gilded frame and la 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 la.
Yeah. It's like
And
family
unless there's something you want to do, because you're stuck here for 5 days.
Well, I would like to, once we discharge our initial, I'd like to see about doing some hiring. Needs. I mean, I'm not going to spend long.
That's you got 5 days.
I know.
It's your prerogative.
I've been through a few. I know I've been stuck on board ship, but I need to get some skilled labor.
Yeah.
Every other planet, I think I can go ahead and do that.
Oh, good.
How long were we at Tree Line for?
3 days.
All right, 3 days. All right.
But tree line, you kind of got focused on
Getting that done.
pictures and what to do. You would have spent your time hiring locals to
just-
come in and fix it and all that.
Right.
And
That's exactly
there is no cost,
per se.
so we'll have to come up with a cost. It'll probably cost you $5,000 or $6,000 to do that. Most of it's there, but you got these. You blew up all 4 towers.
Mhm.
That's your biggest cost. You blew up the front gate. Your biggest cost, and the vault door. The rest of it's intact. So you're not gonna have to spend millions of bills to
Right.
build a facility. You're like, oh, if you want the heavy machine guns replaced,
Yeah, by the machine guns and some ferrocrete.
yeah, but there is cost for the heavy machine guns, but who's going to crew it? So those are things you can't do it now. You're going to have to when you get back.
That's going to be for the family to do, basically long term.
You're the player character for you to do.
Correct.
The family, yes, but you got to hire the people. You got to figure it out. Otherwise, the family's just going to take care of it. Like the other things, is like, why bother?
Well, eventually that's where it's going to wind up.
Right, but you do as the player character, you do all the initial work.
Right.
And
Well,
then rotations and stuff like that. The family's like, oh yeah, okay, and they start doing all of that.
Correct. And then it's going to eventually start paying for itself, basically.
Yeah.
Just like all the other planets.
But here you put it in,
Mm-hmm.
and you decide to start hiring people. The first thing they ask you, where do we work?
It's going to be disclosed. We have a business venture.
Okay. Where do we move to? Where will my home be? Where am I going to go? Do I stay here? Do I go to another planet? Where do we go?
And
That's the question these people ask you.
Right. We are a prospecting company in need of technical support and other support on Butte Hold.
25s.
Yep.
There, nobody wants to go to
I-
Butte Hold.
I understand.
On Butte Hold, it's 30
I am-
outside.
the-
Yeah.
the
Oh,
one-
no.
No, the one thing I refuse to do is lie to them to get, because that's
Yeah, they'll
that's
take the first transport out
Yep,
and sue
no.
you for it.
exactly. So, 25s.
Yeah, not easy. A little better than Butte Hold itself,
Yep.
but I don't know. Basically, guys going, well, I really need to work. Can I send the money home and how much? All the standard questions. I'm not going to bring my family there, but
What was the skill?
you were using bargaining, remember? You had to bargain with these people.
Oh, negotiation.
Yeah. Because a lot of it is talking back and forth. I've got the units. I'll protect you. You won't be a slave, people. You'll get paid. We can figure out how to get the money to your family. You boost it up where they're going, yeah, but it's Butte Hold. Will I get shot in the dark? What's going on? Am I going to have to live like a hermit?
All right. Debating. I had a 10 and then I rolled a 1 after. I'm debating whether or not to blow an edge on that 1
Mm-hmm.
because I need a 6 to hit 25. Now I was hoping to do. Am I rolling for each type of technical support that I'm looking for?
You are rolling for how many people agree. And you can decide what they are. 26 is one.
No, 25.
I mean, 25 is one. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
So,
And you can decide one's a tech, one's a doctor, because you're interviewing all these people, and of the dozens of each type you interview, only 3 say, yeah, okay. But you chose which 3 based on what you need. And understand, from Dart, you got to pay for their transport to
Yeah,
Behold.
That's minimal compared to everything else. That's literally minimal compared to everything else. And that's money I can.
Yeah, exactly. You got to figure out your money. You got to calculate that. I don't know.
But 3 people.
3 people. And to get to Behold from Dart,
Having an actual physician versus combat medic. That's impressive.
8 jumps.
Depending on how close we are to the base, though.
Just so you know, this passenger liner is going around. They're not going to cut up to Star's End. This is not like that guy saying, no, I like coming here once a year or so.
But when the physician's decent, how many times do one of us get injured, though, with enough time to make it to a physician? It's usually either unscathed or dead.
Well, here's the thing that's not here, but like the Mercenary's Handbook, you decide how much you want to spend, but how I do it is 1, 2 green, 3, 4 regular, 5, 6 veteran. You cannot hire an elite. They won't. The best you can get, and that's really pushing it, is a veteran. Elites make too much money, so do the vets. But every now and there'll be one like, yeah, I want to change a pace.
Well, we need a tech. Mech and vehicle.
And like I said, each one you got to roll the dice to see. And that's not a re-roll. It's 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean,
That's
unless-
just what's available.
I have sufficient right now.
Okay.
But I also have a side business, another business, Felix's Fixins, which is basically, it takes any extra techs that I have, and they work on contractual basis to other groups that need technical support. So that way, when we grow, I can pull from this company over here, so we don't fall behind. So, but these guys over here are gonna basically pay their.
And as I told Steve, and the reason that the checks are so high is part of the challenge of Butte Hold is hard to find people.
Yeah, nobody wants to go
The
there.
terrain and how hot it is. No, otherwise.
Lack of amenities.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be like, well, why am I bothering? Hire what you want. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything. I'm just going to go upstairs and watch TV. Because the whole premise of how hard it should be is taken away.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't have an issue. It's just frustrating sometimes. And
Of-
that's
of
what's
course it is.
supposed-
It's
that's
supposed to
what it's
be.
Supposed
Yeah.
to be. And
The thing about this trip was designed to curb the frustration a little bit. You can gather these things as long as they don't care, like when the one you just did. He's like, that's garbage stuff to me. I don't give a damn. Take it. I don't care.
right.
Okay? But you can get a few things. Like, I can look wealthy now because I can pack up this aircraft.
Yep.
I'm always needing trucks. This one is specifically designed for
Off-road.
off-road.
Oh, so do we have to hire like?
You're gonna have, yeah. You're gonna have to get
like a pilot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was just.
You need a
like,
pilot.
yeah, we
you need truck drivers.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. That.
Yeah. You just. I would give you a freebie, but this isn't D&D. Yeah. You just reminded him he needs a freaking pilot.
Yeah. Okay.
And understand this stuff you brought with you to here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just easier, because you're like, okay, I'll bring it here until I figure out what I need to do. But all that stuff, you keep the burrow, you keep it, and the hirelings, they all go in the next 8 jumps.
Correct.
With Ritz, and when they get there, they'll have the way to call, hey, we're so-and-so's.
Yep.
Here's our contract, so your people can go pick them up and not go through the. Let's go to all these different places to try and figure out where
Yeah.
we're going.
As long as we go to the pilot's house first.
Yeah. No, one of them definitely. Well, pilot and crew. One of us is the pilot.
Let me look real quick.
I'm assuming one is either an individual or. A crew.
Well, some vehicles only need one, but this one probably only needs two. Maybe it needs three.
Well, we probably need a
They
pilot,
vary.
co-pilot, and probably a load master.
Yeah, something like that. Well, not a load master because this is the
Passenger version.
yeah.
Well,
Du-du-du-du-du.
load master versus stewardess.
Exactly.
Some might even have an engineer, flight engineer.
Ooh.
What?
Originally designed as a cargo transport. Then there was a medevac version.
Got to have a crew of 5 or something. Let's see it.
When you punch it up, it's plagued by technical problems.
Yay.
It's synchronizing the 4 engines. It was considered fixed. Yeah. Basically, because it has these vibration problems, it costs twice as much for its maintenance.
Okay.
That's all. That's how you correct it.
Yep.
Short-term transport companies can carry 75 passengers. Crew of 2.
Crew of 2.
That's most.
Because this is the passenger.
Right.
Although I disagree, I think it should have a crew of three, but they're talking about the crew.
Right.
The stewardesses, however many they needed, like
2.
75, probably just 2, but they're not considered crew.
No, but they would be considered part of the crew for.
If you wanted your own private secretary, stewardess in there, you hire her separately.
Okay.
But this can carry 75 people. For you, it's a moneymaker.
It is short-term hauls.
Short-term hauls. You pick up passengers. Oh, you want to go out and see your friend? He's okay. Look, I have this, and it'll cost you, and you can become an airplane. Just like the guy who said that the role, like I'll do here, and I'll run my
Yep.
my ambulance service from here. And that was the role happens, and it happened.
So I can look that up, and I'll probably print one out for the next time around.
Yeah, they're on SarnaNet, all of them.
Yeah.
Only difference is I ad-libbed and I used its BAVs and stuff to decide what its armor ratings and everything were.
Yeah. It's. I'll just print it up.
Yeah, the easy part for the BAVs is if it has this BAV, that's the armor that it has all around. In this case, it has 10. Mind you, it's civilian armor. It's just iron and steel. It's an airplane.
It's 10 points all around.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's because it was a military transport and a medevac, so that it stayed, and they sold off these surpluses. That's military armor.
Military. Right. Okay. So. It's not civilian armor. It's military.
Yeah, it had so many problems with it. They just
Sold
took
them
what they just sold them off. They didn't take the armor off it, so it is military grade armor.
All right.
They basically put in seats and made it pretty for
Yeah. So
short-term hauls.
I'll just round it up to the nearest ton. So if it's 10 points and everything like that, and it's like 44.
Well, it's a VTOL. Like a tank, it has. You'd have to look up VTOL
Right. Well,
because the props, it has 4 props.
Yeah, the
shit, I can't. I don't think I can do aircraft on the heavy the vehicle one. They have. And
Right.
They have.
So you look at the aircraft has 10 points all around except for the rotors. Too. Rotors like mechs have a max that it can be. There's 4 rotors. They all have 2 points of armor. Yep. And that's the drawback to VTOLs. You hit that rotor, you pretty much rip it right off.
Yeah.
The advantages for this, if you hit 1 with the piloting skill, you can probably bring it down. But if you hit 2, then you got to see if they're on either side. Okay, you can still manipulate it. Even if they're both on this side and it flies like this, you can still manipulate it. But if they're like the 2 front or the 2 back, you're going down. You can't. It's going down. But you keep it in Butte Hold, and you do these short hops to those little villages out there.
Mhm.
The prospectors, oh hey, can I get out there real quick? That's what you use it for. It won't even make it like to the next city. It's not a jetliner.
No, but being military should have a reasonable range.
They have the range.
well, I mean,
It's
it
the
can-
problem. That's why they went to
it can
short-term
carry
haul.
a ton of cargo. You could just put fuel canisters in the back and manually.
No,
blah, blah,
it's
blah.
It's the rotors. You start going too far, it starts racking so much. That's why they stopped using. They said, no, we need longer haulers and stuff like this, and the rotors because they just never synced right. They start good. That's why they just use them for short haulers. They started fine, but then you go too long, they start getting out of sync. You start having problems. And if you read on the thing there, see, there 3 times they crashed, all the crew killed, and they became just short hops. So basically, if you look at the map of Butte Hold or any map like that, what you basically have is you're here.
How many hexes, basically?
Basically, you can only go like 2 out
All right, a range of 2 before you have to set
before you start having problems.
Well, then
And
you can set down.
You
let
set
it
down.
cool down.
But you gotta you gotta do the maintenance. This is it. Not just cool down. He's got to go in and
Oh,
resync and do
maintenance.
all that. Yeah. So one of your passengers is this guy with all the tools. Okay, sit down. He goes out, resyncs it, and you hop again. So you're doing these short hops. You can do it, and it's a lot quicker than walking.
Yes, it is.
So it's doable. Hold 75, and you can spend the money to modify it where you say, okay, I'm only going to hold 65. But I'm going to take that other 10 and close that off, and this is where I just got a technician and
Yeah.
extra
Parts.
parts.
Yeah, I know I'm going to need these widgets to fix the Uzis.
Yeah.
So to keep things synchronized.
Yep. And yeah, I don't know the range. You can look it up, but you can also do the same thing. I'm really only going to, I'll be lucky if I carry 50 people.
Right.
So I'll add 2 fuel tanks. I'll remove this for the weight, and like the drop fuel tanks, you have them up there, but they're permanently on because you don't want to keep dropping them because you got to buy these over. It's not like World War II. Well, I can just drop it. Yeah, but you got to put another one on there.
All right. So one of my 3 is the crew. One, even though technically it's a mechanic, it'll be an aircraft mechanic that I get.
Who do you want me to roll first?
Oh, crew.
Crew. Green. As long as they're not in a combat situation, it's not a problem. They take their
He's
He's
time.
got
Panic.
10 points of armor. If you look at it wrong, it's going to melt.
Yeah. the mechanic?
He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. Road
And,
6.
and he worked on this particular.
He
vehicle.
probably did. Oh, hey.
recall-
I know that POS. Yeah. You know, I'm not making any money here. Those things are obsolete. Butte Hold sucks, but at least it's a job and I can send the money to my family. You got it, boss.
Okay. Let's see. So don't roll before I decide.
No, I'm not. But it's only one left. You only got 3.
Right?
So whatever he is,
Well, no, tell me.
no, it doesn't matter.
I know,
Whatever
I-
he is green.
He said.
Period. There's only
That-
3. Doesn't matter
Right.
what it is.
Right. But here's the thing. That might just have influenced what I chose.
Yeah.
I said don't roll until after I choose.
Yeah. I'll roll again. I don't care. 6. I don't give a shit. It's a dice. Besides, I actually didn't want to roll it. It fell out of my hand.
And the large amount of these are background characters, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, that's all they. That's all they are.
It was actually me doing this, and I dropped it by accident. But
All right.
see, that was a regular.
Now, so we got a pilot and crew, and we have.
Well, it's a crew of 2.
Yeah.
Right. And we got the mechanic. All right. Third one.
Do we need a truck driver for the borough? Or, I mean, I don't have, I only have piloting tracked, but I'm sure at some point as a tank driver I would have driven a truck.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but when you're going out and about, chances are you're in the tank and somebody else is in the truck.
yeah.
For city stuff, though. Stuff that doesn't.
Right, you're driving around normal. That's everybody
Okay.
can drive. It's
Oh, okay.
it's when
Yeah.
there's an issue and you got to make a skill check.
That's fair.
Okay, I've been driving for how many years? I can keep driving,
Then
but if that guy in front of me suddenly slams on the brakes, now I've got my skill check to do.
truck
Right.
driver, if we're doing any salvaging, and we want to use the borough at all.
We have. Well, the borough only has 3/4 ton of cargo capacity.
What do we have that can haul that right now?
Oh, you want to know what we have? Cargo vehicles. All right. So
So, I mean, if selling the borough is the fastest way out and we don't really need it, why keep extra maintenance costs?
because of the crane and the lighting.
Has a crane on
Yeah, it has a load crane on it.
it? Ew.
All right. Like.
Then I refer you back to we might want to get a truck driver sooner rather than later.
Well,
Plus, it is specifically designed for off-road. The trucks you have aren't specifically designed for off-road.
well.
They have a higher.
The J27 you said was actually more of a deuce with a trailer. Deuce is an
Right.
off-road. So we have basically a.
Also, did we bring all of that with
No.
us?
No.
Yeah,
No.
we have the borough with us.
We have 3. We have 1 deuce with a trailer. We have 3 heavy cargo trucks, which have they're 20-ton vehicles. They have 13 tons of cargo capacity. We have a pit bull, which is like the Burro. It's got a crane on it.
Pit bull being more
I think it's a
looking
6-ton.
like it basically is a giant pickup truck.
Yeah, it's
in a
like-
manner of speaking.
Right. It's almost like a.
With a crane on it?
Yeah, it's almost
It
like
has
a
a little
10,
bit
10, or 10. It's almost like a 10 to 12 foot. You know, like a cube truck, but with no cube.
Yeah.
And it's got a crane on it. We have 2 tanker trucks. One has water, one is a fuel carrier.
And those are not designed for off-road.
There you go.
What that
off-road.
means is if the time comes, usually I don't think about it. When time comes, you're going X amount of places. I legally, and I have to keep remembering, is you roll their driving skill. And if they screw it up, it's not that they lack driving, it's that something happened to the vehicle. It snapped,
Yeah.
something happened.
Right. So we have significant amount of cargo vehicles which have 13 tons, 6 tons, 5 tons. 3/4 of a ton is basically a.
By that logic, then we already have a bunch of drivers.
We do.
Okay.
You also think of it in the term.
Yeah.
It's taking forever.
Mm-hmm.
In the terms of, okay, I've got this truck. What else can I use it? You don't always need to use it for yourself. What else can I use it for? Can I use it as a FedEx truck? You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, a doctor, how many times have we needed one of those?
You don't know. Again, you take that burro and you modify it into a MASH truck, an ambulance.
That would be a.
So there's a lot of things you can do. Say, oh, it doesn't have it. Okay, it's got that 3/4 ton, so I can have, a doctor or nurse, a lot of stuff in there, and 2 to 4 beds depending.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing you always got to think about is the modifications you can do with what you have.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of everything I don't know the scope of the company or all that stuff that we've got. Like, that's not mine to play.
Yeah.
But in terms of professions, there's not much more that could be more profitable than. I mean, like, it's benefit to us for sure. We're not going to die.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're on the periphery too.
Well, it's always nice to have
What else?
Like all things, you look at it, sell it now for the money, or maybe I'm in an emergency thing, I've got it there, and I can sell it there, whatever the case may be.
Here's the thing. The Swift Ran is going to be worth the transport costs back.
Yeah, you'll be able to make money on that.
You can make money off of that.
Not only that, it's going to be useful for us.
But we already have a something that does what the Burrow does.
Correct. And it's going to be it's going to cost more than the vehicle is worth to get it back.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
So.
There is no cost on it. The cost is you look it up in a truck, the heavy truck.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to get for it. Because that's basically what it is, but it's designed for off-road.
Yeah. So it's a.
Or you could just break it down, put it in the storage, and figure it out later.
Yeah, he has to pay for the storage
Well, isn't it coming with us per jump?
if you decide to bring it.
And it's going to cost us. That's where the money. That's where the cost. Unless I left it back. On
Leave
the
it back
base
there and say,
for
hey, you've got this vehicle to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need a vehicle to use.
They need a vehicle.
Yeah.
And you can backtrack that. You can say, nah,
Yeah.
you didn't have to bring it here because I just read quickly. And you can
Just say, hey, look.
park it there and temporarily, because you'll need to hire.
Oh,
To
absolutely.
go to Mercenaries Handbook, and all you need is an infantry unit. Look, I just need security around here until my people arrive.
Yep.
There's nothing here but a truck.
Yeah. Well, also hired some locals to clean it up and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for your
Security.
actual security.
Yeah.
Locals, again, there's no price for it, so figure you hire an infantry.
Yeah.
There'd be the cost of a green infantry to clean everything up.
Right.
I don't know what else to use.
And I can probably hire what level of.
You can go all the way to elite for the infantry here. That's not an issue, because they're not coming with you.
Right.
And once the job is done here, they either stay here, continue the contract,
Yep.
or they go someplace else.
Yep. So.
So that part's not an issue.
I'm probably not going to go elite. I'm probably going to go vet.
Like I said, you can
Hire.
to
whatever.
stay here. They're like, oh yeah, we got there's plenty of infantry. There's always infantry to hire out. Your problem is go to Butte Hold. I don't frickin' think
No.
so.
No, they're going to be here. There's civilization nearby. They can.
Yeah, it's only what was it, an hour?
Yeah.
So back to the last personnel slot.
You don't even need to hire one now, but you're hiring somebody to come with you.
Right.
Yeah.
That last one. Is,
Yeah.
You hire a truck driver you can get again same thing, a green. You can get a guy who's been driving trucks forever, and like,
That
yeah,
open up
I love
prospecting
it.
opportunities in these layovers that we've been sitting here on. They haven't been able to do shit without personnel that are secondary. That would give us VTOL and transportation on ground, plus crane. Longer term, you're probably right. Doctor could bring more money in.
I was thinking doctor because we have only a single combat medic and a single Aztec that's helping him out, which is basically
I've got enough first aid to be considered like helping out.
yeah, but you're not going to be stuck.
In
back.
the combat moment though, how
In-
many
in-
times does
in
that
the moment,
happen?
in the moment, I think we all have enough first aid.
And in the moment, the PCs have to take care of yourself or each other. Long-term care is what he's looking at.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the combat medic is quite good, but
We're gonna need him.
the combat medic is good. We just don't have a surgeon. It's like this guy has done field surgery. He or she is.
Does
is
Butte
probably.
Hold have?
Well, they've got doctors,
Okay.
but it's
Yeah.
the problem that we have with hiring a Butte Hold is while we can hire locals to sweep our floors, we can hire locals to do our laundry, we can hire locals to do a lot of different stuff.
Basically, mundane tasks. You can hire locals to
Yeah.
do all the mundane tasks you can think of.
All of our skilled positions are off-worlders who are stuck on Butte Hold. That's why the numbers are so crazy. It's because most of them already have a position somewhere.
And that's why I said so high. You're looking at 30s, which are very hard to get. And even when he starts going around, it only drops by 25s. It's still hard to find somebody willing to go to Butte Hold.
Yeah. Yeah. So, doctor would be really great. Right now, I have sufficient techs for now. So, yeah. Physician, Ron, surgeon. Green?
One literal.
Literal green.
Yeah.
All right.
But he is a surgeon.
Yeah, he just finished his residency.
Yeah. So he's
Or,
No.
no, hold on a minute. Or he is somebody who's been out of medical school for a while and just, you're the first person to give me a job offer.
no, because even then he would have found something along the way because
Right.
doctors are needed
So
everywhere.
he's a kid.
He's literally right out of medical school. Oh, my opportunity. I'll take this. The Butte Hold sucks, but I'll take this. You promised me security, a place to live. My resume will build. I gotta start
Plus, it's
somewhere.
violent enough. You'll probably have work.
Probably.
And he is a trauma surgeon. I said surgeon, but I would
Yeah.
trauma surgeon.
He knows what he's doing. He just hasn't had to practice to get good at it.
Correct. He's probably just a little bit out of med school, past his residency, ready to strike out on his own. He probably has really good grades, which is why I'm probably getting
MASH, the TV
Yeah.
show MASH, when Charles first came in.
I know what you're talking
The guy
about.
from Boston.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
remember he was
Oh, I know
he was
who you're
trying to
talking
be. No, this has to
Dainty.
be right. Dainty has to be right. Like, no. No. This
We're
kid.
not
This
Tokyo. We are.
we're not
frontline.
Tokyo. You got that guy who's like, no. You can't. You ain't got time to be dainty.
Meatball surgery.
Meatball surgery. Once we get him out of here, then come back and try to fix it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Kid's green. We got a green pilot, but we got a veteran aircraft mechanic.
Having a green pilot is not an issue
Yeah. It's,
because they're flying straight and then they land. They're
It'll
flying
only
straight
be
and
a
then they land.
critical issue once.
Only be a critical issue once. I was going to say, it'll only be a critical issue. You send him out, he starts taking us off, and one of those storms come.
Yep, dude. Like I said, it'll only be a
Done.
critical issue once.
He's done.
well,
He's done.
I'd consider him
that's
veteran.
if he stays up because you do have a little bit of a warning.
No. Read on Butte Hole. They just, you get this heavy wind, this sudden heavy wind down port. The wind is what the issue is.
Right.
And they are sudden. You're just walking along, and then whoof, you get this wind, and you've got like minutes to run into a building or something like that. He had, as soon as it hits, he has to do a piloting skill, go immediately to land.
And that was part of the job description.
Oh yeah, and they're like, that's okay, young kids like, I can do it. I've practiced in all kinds of weather and stuff. And I can do it. Not realizing it's that quick. And they last an hour or two, and then done.
Yeah. It's a critical situation once.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Gotta keep moving. Take what you got. It'll be great up until it suddenly.
Like I said,
isn't.
there's no way of knowing they're coming. There's no weather balloons. There's no and they just.
And it's a
Whoosh.
rickety ass aircraft that might explode or whatever. I just make sure our veteran aircraft mechanic has a parachute.
Well,
If he walks
standard
away from it, I'd
equipment, I
call
would
it a
assume.
win.
the wind hits, it goes down, he parachutes out, and he winds up who knows
Yeah.
where, because that is some nasty wind. But not in the description would be things I know you put in there. They will have a parachute. They will have emergency rations. They jump with the parachute, has the pack with all the
Yeah.
emergency rations, radio, emergency beacon to contact you, say, yeah, and you follow the beacon, things like
Oh,
that. It's
yeah.
got to be there.
Oh yeah, they're gonna make sure that shit's up to date on Butte Hole.
Those who can afford it,
Yep.
because Butte Hole don't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
So
here's your gun.
Here's your shovel.
Yeah, here's your shovel.
Probably
Here's your
gun.
gun.
Stock up on shit for emergency supplies for that thing, then.
Mhm.
While we're on planets not Butte Hole.
Yeah.
Of course.
But,
That is the mechanic has a parts list of what.
Yeah, whatever. No, that's you know it. You sit down. You know this. Hey, this is what the weather's like. You got to have this emergency gear. Same with these guys. So they have that.
Yeah.
So and they wear the pair. Just
And-
like in.
Yep. And the repair parts, most of the stuff on that usually has stuff that can actually be machined in a local machine shop for parts. Make sure that I have the actual specs. Just in case. Just in case.
Boom. Boom.
I want to make sure I have the specs for the parts that go bad the most.
The synchronization of the rotors. That's
It's
what goes
computer
bad the
parts.
most.
But not just that, but the widgets. But
No, it's fine.
So-
Good role play. Get it all. Yeah.
so we've got this guy who just got an earful because this is on Dart.
This is on dark.
Alright, so
And then we go to a reception after and all that fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
okay. And
Every place you go, unless something happens, you get this nice reception after every time. It's nice.
And this is basically, we're on most of these planets 3 to 5 days, so we're in the dead time now. But we're on a planet that isn't old with a VTOL and a pilot crew and all that shit.
That stuff is actually getting sent direct.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, bring it back up. Alright. Well then, I mean, this is
Alright,
usually
so-
when we just say, where's the next
Yeah,
place?
dock.
Hmm.
We've got the VTOL crew. And we got VTOL, basically mechanic. Alright, I'm just writing that down. And what's the date right now? So I can start there.
I don't know.
Hold on a minute.
I'm not going to figure it out until the end. Because it's 9.17 days, 14.82 days, 4 days, 7.83 days.
Do you mind if I see that? I can. No.
Well, just take a picture of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, call me in an hour when you do the math on it. I don't know the frickin' date.
There you go.
Okay, but that's only a first few. It's going to keep going.
I want to know the start date so when I'm start paying these guys.
Yeah,
I
you can backtrack it all.
Right. I just want. Right. I know.
I'm not worried about that. You can backtrack all of it. Because you went, that wasn't done here. That was done here.
At the very bottom.
Yeah. I just put a check mark there. You can figure it out.
I don't think I get the very bottom.
The last two. Eleven and a half days. That's my frustrated throw, you know. Can figure it out after. You can do is put a check mark. Then you start paying them. I wouldn't throw the pen, and I don't know why I threw this. This breaks apart. I'll throw it harder next time. Get paper all over the place. Because these will just fall apart.
Paper all over the place. You won't find that top sheet again.
Nope. Anything else you want to do here for 5 days?
You know, I'm always talking about setting up the trade route with the family and whatnot.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do during these 5 days?
Not in particular.
Okay.
I already picked up supplies a couple planets back.
Do they have any power packs for a laser rifle?
This far in, yeah. You're way down here, so yeah.
We made another jump. Now that stuff's available. I was looking
You're-
for the laser pistol stuff. You said it was going to be years away from where we were.
No.
Like- Laser pistol packs. So if they have laser rifle packs, I'm sure they've got the smaller.
Yeah,
sizes.
no, you had to wait
Yeah.
until you got deeper in.
Oh, okay.
Durf, if you look at Durf, it's like almost in the middle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It is.
Good look there.
I'm sorry, I keep saying Durf. Dart, because the comedian guy had Durf. Yeah, if you look at it, see you're practically in the middle now.
Okay.
See, so you're
We
in
did
the
go further
technology
south.
area.
All right.
I could look it up, but it's Steiner, and you're in the middle of this, even though it's a
the
periphery
Tamar.
area of the Tamar Pack. So
Oh, Andrew,
Yeah.
my character actually has a good rep in this region,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of like a minor celebrity in this area.
which is what got you through customs all these other times too. Oh yeah,
We've heard
or
about
they, not maybe them, but who you're seeing, the family.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the.
Which is the other reason I wanted this guy to get an earful. You didn't recognize the family name. I don't know all the family names. We got barons and baronesses and dukes and lords and ladies
Well,
and knights and Freaking senior dog catchers.
I did, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, where I merged. Oh, that's where you are.
Oh, wait a minute. Pistols and rifles take the same power packs?
If it says so.
They don't have it broken down by weapon type
Okay,
at all.
then
They
it's
have
just
it
a power
broken
pack.
down by size. You have power pack, micro power pack, military, and satchel battery.
Okay.
Also, there are rechargers
Yes.
for
Yeah.
the power pack.
Oh, I have a recharger.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have do they have those here, right? Just the standard recharger or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you'll
I'm
find
buying
out.
one of those right away. Okay. That one is standard recharger, 150.
I have a level 2 good rep, which means across a like a sub-region of a house. So in this case, it was the Tamar Pact, which we're in.
Is that what that does? Granted, we're nowhere near where any of my shit is, but I have a good rep at 2 as well.
It's somewhere in the Draconis Combined.
Yep.
So,
I came here.
So a major sub-region,
Yep.
like district of
Yeah, it's-
Darien or whatever.
Yeah.
But yep. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh, then.
Oh yeah, one more thing if they have. No, yeah, if they do they have laser pistols available for purchase?
I would assume so. I don't. You can actually go to Sarnanet and see what the tech level is if you want to know precisely what they have.
So I have 2 power
Because
packs.
Because I don't know top. I just know it's you're deeper in, and it is. Yeah, but I couldn't tell you the.
was it Dart 1?
They punch in darts, it'll come up.
I want the Dart warship.
You gotta
No, I
say
don't.
planet.
No, I gotta say I have to say planet.
Yeah. Dart system. Dart planet. Otherwise, you're going to get the mech, the dart.
Yeah, and other things. Warship class. Damn, sorry about that. Alright, system. Remote communication. How about planet?
Oh, it should come up. That's where I got all my information from.
Really?
Bro, just tell me what the fuck all these things cost.
Dart 1 planet, and I get targeting tracking system. SLDF Naval Doctrine, McKinnon's Company, Mechwarrior 2.
Well, I don't know, but I got it. It's how I know who rules it. Lady Sarah Forrester. And other stuff. Oh well, just say it's there. I mean, it's deep enough in. I'm just going to say it's there. Because you're literally at the bottom part of this, so you're as deep into Steiner as you're going to get in your trip.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not coming up. I got it. I didn't like that. I don't know. I got it.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Just so you know, because you didn't ask, you don't know who the defending units are, and you did not catch a chance for a quick mission.
Oh.
So away we go.
Away we go. Didn't catch.
No, you didn't
What-
ask.
what- oh. I didn't know that we were supposed to be asking. Normally, it's like.
Where do you think you got that information from as to the defending units, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
I was busy hobnobbing.
You were. You're busy hobnobbing. Can't help you.
Right. I mean, he.
He didn't do it last time either. He did. Who's defending here? Oh. Who are those people? Oh.
Yeah, I tried to recognize one unit, but I don't have like high background, so
Yeah.
I failed all that shit.
Now what this one here was, they are actually looking for a quick merc unit to get something done. Low pay, but hey, we'll repair your shit, you take salvage, but we want these guys gone.
Oh well.
Yeah, that you didn't get it, you didn't get it. You hear about this on the way out. Oh, you guys didn't hire on. What? Oh shit.
Missed opportunity.
Yep. Okay.
Who's after dark?
Oh, I was right. Durf.
Durf.
It's so small. I'm like, why do I say dart and Durf? Durf. It's like there's a reason why I kept calling it Durf and why I kept remembering Durf. What's his name? Durf, the comedian guy. He Durf, and he'd be on his knees. This is this short little guy.
Oh yeah.
He was Durf. Try Durf.
Wow.
And I can see where I crossed it off and rewrote the proper.
Yep.
There you go.
System description, history. Yada, yada, yada.
Usually it'll say DAC, DB, DAR, whatever's.
System description. I'm not seeing it, but that's all right. I've got a bunch of stuff here to go
No
through.
problem. Keep going.
It's just a single.
Yeah, you go from DERF to Beta 7.
Alright, so kind of like going southwest to Beta, but Beta 7.
Beta 7. I did look up Beta 7. I didn't put it down, but Beta 7 is a piss poor world. In its description, flat out says that.
Is this a drop place?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Who are we supposed to be seeing?
Arabella Rowe.
R-O-E or R-O-W?
R-O-W-E.
Okay. Is there a title?
No, just the ruler.
Okay. Call ahead this time before we deal with it. Call ahead.
Okay.
Smooth things out with customs. It's a piss poor world, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Like all, once you let them know you're here and what you have, still has a limo, piss poor, but she's
It might not be latest. It might not be a 2023, but you know it might be a 1993 that's been kept really well.
yeah. Like all, and then again, like all the others, you get escorted. Talks to you for a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm excited to see the stuff, but unless there's something you talk about,
I'm gonna ask if they might be interested in talking with a rep of my family who are traders.
yeah, where we need everything. There's a history in there where because of things that happened in the Dark Age, they're hurting. So they're looking. This was literally when I read it, I said, "Oh, that Steve will love this." They're literally looking for any trade opportunities. Any.
Any trade. Okay. All right. Are you? Okay. Is the oh, there's no hyperlinks. Son of a bitch. Okay. How long are we stuck here, Ron?
I'm reading now. 4 days.
4 days. Well, we have 4 days on planet. Is there anything in particular that you recommend that we see or do while we're waiting for?
It's limited, but like all planets, everywhere, there's bars, there's brothels, bowling alleys,
Okay.
vid movies.
All right, so
It's a poor planet, but that doesn't mean they don't have all these things.
correct. Basically, just we have some skills that we like to exercise every now and then. Combat skills, if needed.
What, you want to go to the rifle range or something?
That might be a potential. So, but do you have need of skilled warriors for a few days?
I'm in desperate need of some mercs.
Well, we can definitely negotiate a contract should you be needed.
Pay is piss ass poor.
Okay.
Hell of a
What-
sales pitch up front.
No, it's a piss ass poor world. She tells you
What does
it's a,
salvage look like?
if you get any, go for it.
What's the opposition?
There's these basically thugs out there causing hate and discontent, going against the local government, saying it's our fault we're piss poor. Hello, Dark Age, HPGs went down, having trouble getting messages out.
Mhm.
I'm just looking for it real quick. Yeah, it's a says an issue with a small anti-government force.
Do they have mechs?
I believe vehicles. I think they have a tank. They don't have much. I'll have to when I get there. I'll have to double check. But like all of it, I got 2 players here, so whatever I wrote down is irrelevant. I have to go back.
Right.
You know, otherwise I'll throw a Warhammer out there just to say I'm tired of you guys.
Well, that's all right. We brought, what was it they get?
Manticore.
Yeah, we've got a grasshopper, so I won't
No problem. Couple of 3 or 4 atlases and whatever I need.
Excrement.
Somebody found my Aerostar League, so it's a Mad Cat.
All right, so some anti-government.
It's a small anti-government force. If you have the ability, keep anything. Just remove them. Very small force, somewhere in the hills, held up. Locals may or may not let you know. Super tiny force. It says done nothing.
It's a super tiny force. And then-
Yeah, she says it's a small force. And I have written down, I think, mostly just overrated protesters, but with a tank. That's asking around. That's what you'll hear.
Yeah, I mean, we have our. Oh, I've got Leering streetwise. All right, time to put that to use.
Yeah, you got 4 days. Well, you got 3 days. The first is dealing with all of this. And the contract is very simple. If you go to Mercenaries book, you go to the lowest shithole pay.
Mm-hmm.
He's got no money. Shithole pay, no repair, no reload. It just, if you, whatever's out there, you take it. It's up to you.
But we have full salvage.
Yeah.
That's what, basically, that's what they can offer.
Yeah, I said, look, I don't care. You take it. Because she knows it's probably just a tank.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. I got 2 players. You got a mech and a tank.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we have is a mech and a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Small and small, or big and big.
You didn't bring your big.
I know.
Just believe me, everything's small until I don't know how far I go before I say, hey, if you want to start playing with the big ones, and we'll start doing it. Just know that it takes longer.
Oh yeah. So let's see here. My streetwise.
Oh, mine's probably better.
Not Leering.
Oh, fair. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah, none of
Half
this.
round down. 15.
Okay, so you start asking what specifically.
Basically,
That, the information I'll give you is based on what you ask. You made a good roll, but
what I'm talking about, or what I'm asking about, inquiring about, is I'm sure that this stuff is on the news. You know,
the raids they do, outlying farms, maybe the
Right.
small villages where there's, a dozen, a little farming village.
right. Just start up conversations, asking, who are these guys? What's their issues? I mean, it's like
They're anti-government. They hate the government.
they hate the government, but they're hitting the citizens. What's going on with that?
Some citizens like them. Some citizens hate them. Some people like the lady. Others can't stand the lady. Many of them say she's just an absolute coward. She can crush them. She's got the militia. She does nothing.
Hmm. But these, these, I don't know what to call them, if you want to call them protesters, raiders, bandits.
Anti-government protesters with a tank.
What kind of tank do they got?
Don't know. They don't know. It's a tank. It's a thing that drives and has a gun on it and shoots.
Ah. Well, I mean, dang. Seems like they only have this. May I assume that I got their operating area from her?
No, you can go back and talk to her. She told you this is my problem,
Okay.
and that's as far as she went.
Where do they operate?
You go back to her.
Mhm.
She sends you to her local military commander, and he'll point out the little areas they're hitting, and it makes a circle. You know, we know they're here.
Yeah. So you're the only forces on the planet, huh? I mean, geez.
What are you talking about? I've got an entire militia under my command.
I agree. But, I mean, you would think that this place, even though the economy is in need of a boost, which my family is definitely more than willing to help, strategically, you would expect to have a little, like at least a company or a battalion of battlements or something like that.
He laughs. This is right from Wiki.
Okay.
Now, you're almost like a royal, not truly, but you have these contacts.
Yes. Yeah.
So they don't see you as a spy.
Correct.
The militia, a lance, 2 locusts, 2 Valkyries, a tank company, mediums and heavies, and an infantry battalion to protect the entire world, primary areas and assets. Can't even afford to go out and roll over these guys. This city, the capital, will have 1 Valkyrie, 1 Locust, and maybe 4 of the tanks here. Just protecting the city. And the others are spread out. That we literally, and the HPG here is down. That was actually in there. They had an A class, gone. The building's there, but there's the
Mobies.
no, the Comstar, because here they're still here. They're trying to bring it back up. No, there's techs working all over it, but it's down. So she can't even say, "Hey, that this is really killing us," and what's left is just this. I can't even defend against, because if you look at it, anybody from there, the Dark Nebula, they're pirates in there. They can.
Yeah. Like I said, strategic.
So power plants are highly protected. Factory areas are protected. The capital is protected. If they come down with a heavy force,
Yeah.
we can't even afford if the tank hits one of the mechs in the head and kills
Can't
it.
repair.
Can't repair it. Even they go in with a heavy tank. What if it gets lucky? Hits the ammo. We just lost.
All right. So.
But most of the locals are thinking she's a coward and refuses to do this. There's a strategic reason. They're like, yeah, but we're screwed.
Yeah. All right. No, we're.
They are quite pathetic. They raid for food, water, and mostly just overrated protesters, but with a tank.
any reports on what that tank may be?
I'll when I get to it, I'll let you know. I don't know because I wrote it in I write it in chronological order, and I'm gonna write something.
Yep.
But you won't be surprised. He will know this is what's been reported, or with pictures, you say, yeah, those who have seen it, and CCTV cameras out there that have done it, yeah, they will know what it is, or if there's more, what they are.
All right. Are you?
Well, cost-wise, you're the one paying all the bills.
Oh, I know. Are you
I mean, this
ready?
sounds like a bad idea. Yeah.
Of course, it's a bad idea.
I mean,
There's more. I'm giving you a heads up right now. There's more.
Okay.
There's more if you go out there and get more. You know where they hit, where the local population is.
Yep. Let's go visit some of their targets.
There you go. Because there's a neat bit to this
Okay.
and how I wrote it.
Okay.
So you trudge out there
We do.
in
Yes,
a
it-
mech and a vehicle. I'm going to assume
Yep.
because she'll get the text. You didn't have to. You brought your text or even her text. You can get these things. Hey, unload these things. They're authorized. Build them up. Get these guys out there. We have a chance to, and off you go. And with the vehicle, you throw your infantry in there. You so desire,
Yep.
and start
Oh,
going
yeah.
around.
I mean, when we're out of our mech and vehicle, we got to have somebody hold the fort.
So, there are 6 areas that were hit,
6 targets.
6 targets. And you just start going in a circle. So, target 1.
What do you want us? Is it a roll or just do you want us to?
You got to talk to the people.
Yeah.
You don't know shit.
I know. So target 1. What is it?
What are you going to do? This is one of the places that was hit. It's still a town. You can see some, no damage. Nothing is shot up. But it was target. They reported it. It was hit.
Right.
This is just a small farming community. No, this is just their central area where there's like 3 or 4 buildings, a church, a warehouse. People come and buy their food and they go back out to their farms.
Right.
I'm staying in my vehicle for at least the first and second. Do I see anything on sensors?
No.
Okay.
It's a good idea to stay on. You have a crew, so
You have a crew. Don't forget, any of those can do it.
can watch sensors and keep.
Do they get my bonuses to whatever?
It's as if you are the crew.
Okay.
You represent
Okay.
all of them. Their skills are your skills.
So if you want to come out and
Otherwise, it makes no sense. You always have to stay in the vehicle and do everything. No, their
All
skills
right.
are your skills.
Yeah, then I'll go with you.
Yep.
Outside the vehicle, I want to roll a perception check. See if I can see any indication, tracks, treads, anything from the tank. +3, so 14.
Okay. With a 14, it's good enough because you can see that some sort of vehicle, but what you don't know, because they got tractors.
Okay.
They do have agromechs, but they still have, because it's piss poor, they have mainly tractors. And a lot of locals will drive that tractor right in here.
okay.
So
Because they don't have a
nothing
car.
looks
That
like-
is their car.
So nothing that looks discernibly out of place.
No.
in terms
You'll
of-
sit there, oh, look, tank tracks. And here comes a, tractor. A little bulldozer type. Probably, goes in, by turn, gets back in the tractor. Kids on the back. Oh.
Yep. All right. Let's see if we can find the mayor.
This, like I said, the little town that would have all your primary little buildings.
Mhm.
It is a Wild West town with just your central.
The sheriff.
2 guys.
Sheriff and his deputy.
Barney. Name's Barney.
So Deputy Fife.
I got my bullet. Oh, hi.
Alright.
It's right here. Oh, sorry.
My name is Felix McAllister. Pull out the paperwork. I'm on contract with.
Okay, the people were nervous. They didn't know who you were. Showing up in a couple
Yeah.
of things.
Yes. Could you tell us about the raid? When you were hit?
Oh, they came in, demanded the canned goods out of Muggle's store, took all of that,
Handguns.
drank a bit, left.
Drank a bit.
Oh yeah, saloon.
Did they pay for their drinks?
Yeah,
Thought so. Like, yeah. And so they came in with how many people?
7 guys.
They got
Shotguns,
guns?
rifles.
Yeah, all right. What'd they drive in on?
Jeeps and a tank.
So they loaded up their jeeps and
Yeah, and the trailers in the back. Got drunk, partied a bit, hooped and hollered, smashed some windows, did a lot of grab ass. Didn't kill anybody, didn't rape anybody. But they did take all the canned goods, and being poor already, it hurt him. He had to reorder stock.
now too much to ask that somebody recognized who they were.
Well, no, they were masked. No banditos.
Oh,
Just so you know, you don't have to go to the other 5 to get all the information here. You can just get it all in one. Because you'll learn the same crap everywhere you go.
so they didn't take off their masks when they drank? Prince?
I don't know how to deal with that shit.
Haha.
Yeah.
Thousands of prints.
Any of them?
Haha.
Yeah.
He looks around. When I say Wild West town, he looks around and says, the technology exists, but we don't have it here.
Okay.
When I say piss poor,
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's Barney with a bullet.
No.
Basically, you've got 2 guys, a sheriff and a deputy, pistols, shotguns. They don't even have a car. They just walk to town.
Any chance somebody overheard anything while they were drinking? Who should we?
They got drunk. They laugh a lot. Basically screaming anti-government crap. And a lot of people agreed with them, anti-government crap. The harm was annoying, but there was no real harm. So people just let it slide. Why get into a tussle with them? Just let them party hardy. We'll just do our insurance thing. Replace the window, a few chairs. Hey, gave people work. And I don't know how much his insurance covered things, but things are insured. So it was more of an annoyance than a real major hassle. They seem to be more into just partying, screaming their rhetoric, intimidating everybody to get some free stuff, and they leave. When they all got guns, and they got a tank sitting in the middle of town. That's pretty intimidating. When I got a pistol and a shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Read between the lines. They're partiers that just like free shit. And they go and take the free shit. Because nobody out here can do anything. And they know the government, she ain't going to send anything out, so they're having a free reign. But they are keeping it. They're not murdering, they're not raping, they're not doing things where she will absolutely be forced to have to take the chance.
The closest thing that I can compare it to would be the movie Point Break with Keanu Reeves. How the surfers would rob banks just to finance their round the world surfing party life. Didn't really hurt anybody at all in it.
Other than insurance.
And giving people some work to do.
Yep.
Occasionally. Oh yeah. Because somebody has to fix and repair things, so that's, of course, that's paid for by the insurance.
Yeah. But they are, yeah, they get to local fights now and again, brawl.
Yeah.
But even that's, it never comes to guns or knives or few people get beat up.
Yeah, these guys aren't sitting here, aren't actually trying to take down the government. They're
using it as an excuse.
You can tell that we've known each other a few years.
Yeah, right?
Yep. Okay. So we have a circle.
Now, to keep things, again, what time is it?
7:30.
Okay, because you might even get done early tonight because I don't want to get caught up. We'll see how far we go. Cool.
7:42.
This is great. By looking at the map and crossing over, keep things simple. You can figure out, yeah, to get to all these places, they
They're
gotta
also
be.
using a Jeep with a trailer, which limits it to topographical
They can only go so far.
roads.
So they have to be coming here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because again, you can keep going and say, every single town has
Oh,
a
yeah,
gas
it's-
station, so they can only go so far, refuel and everything like that. Okay, anybody can do it because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a spoke on a wheel.
Yeah.
And you go, wait a minute, it's this circle. Okay.
Yep.
Just for this little bit, this is something you'll find in one of the. I'm gonna, as if you've gone to the other towns. Okay. Any skill that you think would work to talk to somebody else, just to get this little bit. Yeah, just this little bit.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Anti-government force, pretenders to piracy, all bluster mainly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my little notes are right in red. It reminds me of what I'm.
Context for what's on
Yeah.
paper. Yeah.
Streetwise, no, interrogation. I mean,
Streetwise.
Streetwise.
I mean, I've got interrogation.
Interrogation.
Yeah, I mean,
Interrogation is you're looking. Hey, come on, you got to know something. You're kind of pushing to get. You're not
Yeah.
beating them up or anything.
no, you're not waterboarding
Yeah.
them or anything like
I
that.
can
So
roll
you can
that
do,
one.
you can do that, and I'll do my.
I see a 10. No,
No,
that's
that's a 1.
oh.
Yeah, that's a 7.
From here,
yeah.
that looking at that 6, I see the 0 part.
Yeah. We're later in the evening. I'll edge that one.
Yeah.
All right. So that would be 14, 15.
Okay.
Where's my other friggin'?
Oh,
stuff?
shit. I didn't notice you dropped one.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Where's my?
I'll give you each a piece depending upon what you roll, Steve.
Well, yeah, we'd like to find out what he rolled.
Yeah.
Did it go this way? Oh, there it is.
Ah, perfect.
Unfortunately, it is
No.
a 3.
No, that wasn't a roll. I just dropped it. All right, so
Goodness me. Yeah, believe me, you'll like this.
a 10 and an 8.
You're done. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't worry about it. Because I'll give you even
28.
I'm going to give you the stuff even. Once I saw that 10 with the, once you had that 18, I didn't care if you rolled a 1. It didn't matter. I'll give you even the stuff that I wasn't going to give.
But yeah.
First, you learn from one of these towns. I don't care which one. That because you had 4 days, you've eaten up 2.
Mm-hmm.
You hear from some people that have evidently been there.
Ooh.
Okay. Don't forget, there are those who believe in their way,
Yep.
and it's just an excuse, mostly kids, to go out there and party too for a while. It's really what it turns out. Then they go back home. They mainly sit around their camp, get drunk. They intimidate because of the vehicle. So, even we just snuck up and walked into the camp and pretended like we were part of them. They never questioned, handed us beer, got drunk, and we went home afterwards. Mom got pissed, but yeah, fuck her,
Dad did.
No one really cares. Sure, they raid for basic supplies, but laughingly, folk just hand them food and water and laugh behind their backs sometimes. So other villages, no, instead of doing that, we just hand it to them and say, go away. They're a freaking joke.
Yep.
This I was going to tell you where to go, but they will tell you instead that you head out along a dusty dirt road. It's 2 hours out. I forget which village. I think it was 3. You make a circle and realize 3, because and they're all 2 hours out. You go. Yeah, we already kind of figured that out. 2 hours here, 'cause 4 hours, basically half a tank of gas, quarter tank of gas, and they keep them full. The camp, again, this will probably be the kids telling you, the camp is semi-permanent, worn-out tents, but many set, solid lean-tos.
Mm-hmm.
So some guys went ahead and built something a little more solid with the tents, so they have. Marine Corps out in the field, we love if I could dig the hole nice enough and put my tent over and put my shit in there and make a nice little cubby hole.
Yep.
Same concept. There's a cook area, latrines. Yeah, they came and stole porta potties, and then they'll bring them back and take new ones out there. And they'll tell you, oh, it's been so funny, because they tell you, yeah, before they just dug the holes, but after a while they got tired of digging the holes. So, hey, why don't we just go take these porta potties and we'll just keep swapping them out. That's how bad they are.
Yep. How many people? All right.
Yeah, I mean, there is an ex-military guy. This is the part that I wasn't going to tell you, but there is an ex. And he will tell you it's a Scorpion tank.
Okay.
But it's off somehow. That cannon's not right. It's not a Scorpion cannon.
Okay. Not a Scorpion cannon.
And there's no front machine gun. That's gone. But on the turret instead, they have this triple mount, like a Gatling gun. It's a machine gun, but there's 3.
Okay.
So the guy who shoots it, it's like firing 3 machine guns.
All right. So instead of 1 machine gun missing from the front, there are 3 in the turret.
Yeah, it doesn't change the schematics.
I mean, vehicles sometimes go fast and loose with their weight requirements. It's a 25-ton.
No, I did.
There's not exactly a huge gun you could put on a Scorpion.
Well, Scorpion typically holds an AC-5.
Yep.
With a front machine gun.
Yep.
So they did something where the cannon, he absolutely knows that it's not an AC-5. There is no front gun, but you have to have this gun in the turret, and then also on the turret.
Oh yeah, no. The point I was making is that we know it's not an AC5, but at 25 tons, the amount of hate you could put on that to really screw with our day.
Well, here's the thing. This guy tells you, and ex-military, and he'll show you. You'll get into this conversation that he was part of the 30th Lyran Guard for a while, and now he's a reservist militiaman here. You got a Jeep in the back with machine gun on it, whatever the case may be. So he's just a reservist. So he knows it, but he doesn't recognize the
gun.
He doesn't recognize it.
30th.
So it's not an AC2.
He doesn't. AC2 is just a longer.
The 30th is partially on Icar as well.
That's
a little ways away.
That's probably why.
That's why he's close. He's just a few jumps away. But he's retired. He's a reserve militia.
Ah, okay.
So basically, the way he's describing it, he was a tanker.
Okay.
So he's a reserve.
not
So
like
you're
an
probably
AWOL.
talking more his talk than I am.
That's why he recognizes the vehicle, and he'll tell you, he was a Manticore driver and blah 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 blah. And one of the units here is Manticore, and when the reserves are called up, he goes in and he drives the Manticore, if need be.
But,
One of them dies, he takes over. Reservist.
Yeah.
that big gun look like an energy weapon?
I don't recognize it at all.
Shit.
Ooh.
How's the armor look on it?
Everything looks like it's normal.
Well, normal being like maintained in a
nobody
base that
shoots.
ain't there.
Nobody shoots at it. It's got rust.
Okay, so it is looking old. It is.
Well,
looking
it's an old vehicle, yeah.
All right.
But they're maintaining it, considering where they are. They probably get drunk and use the alcohol to try and scrub off some of the rust now and again. I don't know when the last time it saw paint. It's all rubbing off, but it still stays camouflaged just naturally because it's got that rusty overlay to it.
All right.
But they trundle it in, say boo, 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 and some people give them shit, and other people let them party, and as long as they don't really hurt anybody,
They don't care.
they don't care.
File insurance claims. And,
Yeah. Sure, there's been fights and broken bones here and there, but even that's somebody walks on crutches for a while. They don't get off scot-free. I've seen them. And our own doctor takes care of them, puts them in the thing, says, see you in 6 months.
As a side note for the manufacturer of the Scorpion, known as the Quick Cell Company, as with many Quick Cell products, quality control is practically non-existent. Many new Scorpions arrive with damaged or missing components.
Oh, yeah. The Scorpion is the cheap version of a Vedette.
Yeah, looking at it now. So
That's all it is. It's a cheaper Vedette.
All right. That's about all I could think to ask at this point.
Oh, you roll good. That's you.
Yep.
I love it. It's basically telling you, man, guys, you can literally walk right in. Hey, don't bring those. Just walk in. Ha ha ha. The kids will tell. We'll go with you. Another party night.
You know, we could walk in, take the damn vehicle out from under them.
Oh, there's role play here. I literally wrote this as a non-combat situation.
We could go.
And I'm
in.
telling you that because you figured
I could
out.
drive it. You'd have to hang on up top or something.
Go.
Like,
Okay, go ahead and go. I'm telling you right now. It's,
yeah, let's go to
This is literally for the fun joke of it.
I have a friggin' stealth suit.
You don't need it.
I know, but still, if we really wanted to. All right. You can walk in.
Are revolvers concealable?
Well, they carry, but that's up to you.
No.
Yeah, you can
Are
put
they
it in.
concealed?
You put it on
Yeah,
a jacket
yeah.
there.
I'm not worried
you
about
put
them.
A
I'm
long
expecting
shirt.
them to
Yeah.
be armed. That's why I'm looking at it. All right. So, and laser pistols as well? Or are those bigger?
No, they're still the same size.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
They're
then-
not big.
Actually, I'll be carrying a regular pistol on my hip, but my laser will be hidden.
It's up to you. I'm telling you,
Yep.
they will. The kids know.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're having a party late tonight. We just wait until 10, 11 when they're really gonna walk right in, man.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. This will be great, man. Let's go. And that's what you do.
Yep.
You can drive halfway with your vehicle
Mhm.
because you don't want to get too close, so you can have it ready if something happens. And your infantry is there in case something happens, because you never would trust it. That's a freebie. That's a given.
Yep.
But if you take your mech out there, you just can't hide it.
Yep.
So go in, and these guys are partying. There's a tank, and like they said, this is like a Filipino guerrilla camp. It's shoddy. It's more of a party zone. They got a big pile of empty beer bottles and cans, and that they just throw it over there instead of hauling it in. The only thing they've done because of the smell is they got porta potties. Everything else is just thrown in a big heap.
Yep.
There is a single Jeep. And they told you Jeep. They don't know. This was a Jeep.
Mhm.
However, it's not a military vehicle. Just whatever paint they stole thrown on it to make some sort of weird cami pattern for a civilian Jeep. Just so you know, it's got 2 armor points all around, moves 4.6.
It's a regular Jeep Cherokee kind of thing.
Yeah. But you can see that the sunroof was removed and a welded on protective sheet like the 113 non is there for a machine gun. And this is a battle troops machine gun, not an anti-mech machine gun. It's a light machine gun.
LMG.
Yeah.
Support weapon.
It's a support weapon.
Okay.
Basically, support MG and Mechwarrior is 5d6 2 players. 1 to mechs or vehicles.
Mhm.
Now, you can take all the time in the world. You're drinking. They don't know any difference. Now you can count 7 infantry, 3 tankers. That's what it takes. 2 techs, vehicle, and 1 is a vehicle engineer.
Wonder if they'd accept an offer of a buyout.
Bingo!
Pay him to fuck off back to your base tree line. That's about an entire.
This is your total. 7 infantry, 3 tankers, 2 techs, vehicle tech, and vehicle tech engineer.
2 tech.
Not 2 techs.
Two vehicle techs.
No, 2 techs. One's a tech, one's an engineer.
Oh, 1 tech.
Not 2 techs and an engineer.
Okay.
2 techs.
1 engineer.
Yeah, because the engineer can
Right.
also act as a tech. Okay? There's a commander and an XO, plus a Jeep driver, Jeep gunner. There are 16 total people here that are anti-government. Bingo. You can see crossed over, they're just bolt action rifles. And revolvers.
Is their CO a little loose right now?
He's the guy with the tri-hat and all kinds of medals that make no sense.
So he's the Napoleon of the group.
Yeah.
All right. And he's a little toasty right now, a little drunk.
Everybody. For game purposes, and this is where you can figure out what their bases would be, because I did go to here. But the infantry are thugs.
It's green. Right.
The commander and the XO are soldiers.
Okay. Tank crew.
A tank crew.
So,
Oh, they're freaking green.
right, but
I only did
military training. No, or just self-taught.
pretty much.
Same thing with the techs. Pretty much.
No, they well, if you talk to them,
Yeah.
they say, "Oh, you just joined the grow. Welcome." Oh yeah, I went to school, but I couldn't find a job for shit, and they gave me a job, and I can't get off planet and get a job. So I do this, and fuck it, ain't nothing better to do, and. I mean, the living conditions ain't the greatest, but I'm free to do what I want, and it mumbles on and on and on.
Go up to the CO. Go up to him.
Eh. Welcome to the unit.
Wow. I have to tell you, I'm impressed with your unit, sir.
Yeah,
Now I know you're not very fond of the government.
they suck, bitch.
You ever thought about going off world?
No, I had the opportunity. Nobody comes here.
Well, I'm here.
Yeah, you're joining our group. Yeah, good for you.
I'm wanting to know if you're wanting to join my group.
Where are you?
Well, glad you asked.
I know, leaving him out, poor guy.
Honestly, he's watching my back. However,
I'm looking at a side while you're doing this whole thing with him. Are there people watching the tank actively right now?
No.
I can run a perception check on that.
It's a freebie. They're all drinking. Somebody got the alcohol. More teenagers from the surrounding town. There's a lot more people than there should be. But
Is
you
the
can
tank super close to the fire?
Oh no. It is.
Anything
up to
lighting up the tank?
No.
Okay,
It's just parked.
cool. That's all I want to know right now.
And by the CP tank that's seen better days is the Jeep. Little perk radio in there. Very low tech.
Not doing nothing at the moment. Just wanted to know while you can carry on with your RP.
yeah, not a problem. Sorry. Just. All right. Well, I have a company off planet that could always use some industrious, self-starting individuals such as yourselves.
Whatever the equivalent of a persuasion is, or negotiation.
19.
He's drunk. I only had it at 10. If he wasn't drunk, I had it at 15. But the idea was go out there when he's drunk. And you can grab your notepad and quickly write out a contract, and he'll literally sign away everybody.
Nice.
Because this is why I work. Work it out, get funky tank, gun-toting Jeep, and piss poor but loyal troops.
There it is.
It's more of a-
Could be combat, but it's designed for RP. The lady will not care as long as they're gone. And these guys, they aren't thinking.
Lord, no.
They basically get shanghaied.
Yeah, basically.
Because you can gather them up.
We head on back.
Well,
Well,
I'm going to tell you here in a second. 'Cause I'm not worried about that. You'll do all that. But, you gather them all up. You can even call her, hey, can you just bring us a few Jeeps? I got these guys. I'm hauling them away. Yeah, whatever. Just get them out of my hair. He can hop in with the tank who are drunk and you keep them going straight.
yeah. What's the weapon? Cardboard barrel, basically.
No.
Heavy rifle, mech style. Periphery shit.
Cannon.
Yeah.
Like on an Abrams kind of thing.
No, actually, they're closer to naval. Like the Abrams would be more like a heavy rifle, which is the predecessor to the ACs. This thing actually fires like more like a naval cannon.
Cannons do 3 damage, but must subtract 3 against mechs.
So they do nothing against mech.
Yeah,
Next to
it
nothing
just,
against
just
vehicles.
bounces off, but it will do 3 against
Vehicles.
vehicles.
Any bonuses to soft targets?
Well, like any tank, it's a soft target. It's a soft target. It's,
Okay.
if you got no armor, it's going to punch through.
So this thing lost its AC5 at some point.
For money, they sold the
There it is.
AC5,
Yeah.
sold the machine gun.
What's the triple? 3 MGs on top.
They're support MGs. It's just it's like a Gatling gun.
I think they could technically be defined as an array of light MGs. I think is a grouping of 3 or something like that. I've seen rules for that shit.
Yeah,
but,
it's there, but
Yeah.
it's
Does
basically
3 points of damage.
it's got 3 barrels.
yeah. That one does 3 points of damage for 1 for each tiny little guy.
It's like a support Gatling gun.
Yeah.
And he said he saw 3 machine guns. What he saw was the 3 barrels. There are 3 barrels there. So it,
Yeah.
but a support.
In other
It
words,
does
it's
1 point to mechs and armor,
yeah. In other words, you can't
but
leave that
the
card
5d6 to the thing is it does 5d6 to infantry, but because there's 3 barrels, it does 15d6. It's a very effective anti-infantry weapon.
All right, so the cannons dog
But that's-
shit,
that's
but at least the LMGs have. A
Yeah,
bonus.
if that's used in battle troops, it's 5d6 to 3 different targets.
How much does that weigh?
Well, they weigh like a heavy machine gun. It's a vehicle-mounted gun.
So it's almost interchangeable with a regular machine gun in terms of weight.
If
Like
that's
a
what you
tank?
want to do, but that's a different. The tank machine guns
Yeah.
are almost like today's autocannon. They're not 50 cals.
Yeah.
They're bigger.
They're like
They-
they're like a 20 millimeter.
But like my
Yeah.
30
goblin
millimeter.
carries 2 machine guns, and I could sack one of those, take 1 less machine gun for mech damage, because oh my god, two damage is gonna cap me, and I could put that thing on, which would literally plow fields of bodies.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Okay.
What you want to do is up to you. What this guy did, or what they did because they had to,
Yeah.
was the heavy machine gun, the 20 Mike, was taken out. Its ammo and stuff sold for money. The AC5 was taken out, ammo sold for money. And they literally put on, and that's why the guy didn't recognize it, because people don't use this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is today's tank cannon. Not designed to go anti-mech. These were back in the early days of the Age of War when it's tanks.
Yeah.
But with the Dark Ages, these things are being built because they're like a quarter of the price. And if nothing else, they can knock down buildings, and you put in the HE, you can start nailing infantry. And although not as effective, at least you can still start shooting at tanks, but you just get the hell away from mechs. And that is in the book.
Interesting. Alrighty. Would you like some chocolate?
Yeah, actually.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Basically, like I said, he got it as an intimidation, and they don't know. There's this big cannon that swings around. Okay, we don't want anything happening.
Do we already have a scout vehicle?
Scout vehicle.
Yeah.
Depends on what you determine as it. We do have an aircraft. Boomerang.
Because this thing's small and fast enough to be considered a scout vehicle on ground.
With the
The 25-ton Scorpion tank.
it's
a 4.6, you said, right?
No, that's the Jeep.
Yeah.
The Scorpion, I believe, is 5.8.
Ooh.
Scorpion tanks, they move, they haul.
Yeah.
The only reason this Jeep is 4.6 versus the military, it's not a military Jeep. It's just
I mean, the guns are bullshit, but the vehicle itself, that could be useful. Not as Vanguard Defense, mind you,
But yeah, this was literally designed. There's no need to kill these guys. You just got to get rid of them. Yeah, it's a piece of shit tank, but you buy your AC5, you just it's the engineering part. Specs are there. You just put its original configuration back.
or feel me out here, just a bunch of medium lasers welded into this thing.
Takes engineering.
Didn't we just get one of those?
Yeah, like I said, it takes engineering.
So you're talking
In other words, you
about,
say, "Oh,
you're
let's."
talking about a non-toss tank.
I'm talking about building in the most ghetto fashion. One of my favorite
Yeah.
mechs that you love.
What it is again, that's something later. You tell this guy this. What you want. It will take him X amount of time because he has to go through the schematics. This isn't an overnight thing,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
has to go. Okay, now where am I going to put the heat sinks? Because he's got to cool off those lasers.
I mean, isn't the lore technically an ice engine? Doesn't generate any heat, so all the heat.
The
from
ice
weapons is-
engine does not, but a lot of them do put heat sinks in because the lasers can overheat. You don't have to.
Yeah, because like I remember the mech's fusion engine generates more than half of its own heat, which is why the threshold overhead becomes
Yeah.
weapon over. But vehicles
And
don't overheat.
the power comes
Yeah.
from the engines and it starts to
Vehicles
cook it
just
up.
explode and die in horrible fashion all the time. But yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I'll keep that in mind. 'cause
But you
it's
see,
funny.
you see some of the specs on even tanks that
Yeah.
have heat sinks. If I think about it and look again, it'll probably be those with
Oh
fusion engines.
yeah, some. I was just about to say, definitely some Wobbies still have fusions, and there are a couple of. I ran across a VTOL with a fusion in it
Yeah.
on that game.
So that's probably what I'm thinking because there are some and they have to
Yeah.
put heat sink because it overheats. But your ice vehicles,
Yeah, I seem to remember the lore. I can't remember the exact
Yeah,
reason,
the
but
ice engines are
internal
way-
combustion engine. Yeah.
yeah, but the ice engines are like twice the size of the similar rating.
they take up a lot of weight, a lot of your tonnage for other things.
Well, also they use fuel,
Right.
which is a huge negative.
Why do you think we have a big gas tank, a fuel truck?
But that's what that was designed for.
Well, that populates that base pretty well.
Well, not just.
So whatever you want to do at this point, you have them.
Yep.
They grudgingly hate the fact that they signed a contract, but it's like, okay, I'm going to do my 4-year term, basically. But, you know, we really ain't doing much here, so might as well do something worthwhile somewhere.
And get paid to do it.
Give them
Do
some roadies, some beers for the road, and send them.
That's up to you. You can figure out the price if you're going to take them all the way around with you or just send them the 2 jumps back.
Oh, I'm just sending them back. I don't know if I'm going to be putting them. No, we need them on Bugle. So that's 9 jumps back.
Do we have to send them all to the same place? Can we
There's only
put
7
different-
guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking
Well,
like the
there's
infantry.
one infantry squad,
Yeah, I'd say the infantry to
one
the
tank crew.
Yeah, tank crew would probably be better on Buell because you have more vehicles there.
Alright.
The infantry, though, they could stick it out on tree line. I mean, that place needs something.
I have a hired crew for I have a hired.
Yeah, it's the same thing you want to do.
Okay.
Now, so he's paying extra money for the security at the base.
Right. And I'm going to have to wind up paying
Yeah.
anyway.
Send them all back.
So he can send them. Again, I'm just throwing out there as the NPC guy talking. Even the commander, look, I'm the commander. Give me a job. Let me be in charge of something.
Mhm.
Well, here's my base. Okay, let us go there. Oh, you have a truck there. Okay, you know, I've got 3 crew. They can all drive. We can just leave the tank. I know that gun is really not much.
Mm.
But it is an intimidation. If somebody comes in, you have a tank sitting there, and if you tell me it's true about this truck, we can drive it back and forth for supplies. At least my guys will have something to do besides getting drunk, and maybe I can get them out there and actually start training them.
All right. So I guess we could kind of split the.
Well, that's what he's saying. But you do obviously you do what you want to do.
Because we already, here's the thing is I already have security at a base that I am personally not going to be seeing anything out of. My family is going to profit from it. For me, I personally am not going to, unless we have to retreat, then I have a fallback base off planet. Okay. I'm not expecting any particular long-term. I mean, we could relocate everything off of Butte as it is, but that's where everything is.
Imagine how much cheaper or easier it'd be to find help if we weren't located on Butte.
Oh, absolutely. However, I'm not going to go do that to Ron. You put together.
Yeah, I take this whole thing and throw it away.
Fair.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I'll send them.
So I'm gonna set up that base. I mean, it has security. It's got some basic cleanup crew going through it. There's gonna be repairs made, so when my family's employees come down, they'll have a base to set up they've got a landing pad. They can land, they can set up, do what they need to do, and start making money on the family, which is what I've been doing on all the setting up little trade deals on all the planets, so my family can go ahead and come in. And on this planet, we're giving Arabella Rowe a double win. We're removing her anti-government protesters and setting up trade for goods that she needs desperately. And the initial contact with my family is going to be a list of the things most needed. Probably medicine.
The family will do all that, obviously.
All I'm doing.
You just send a message out. Hey, I got it here. Yep. You do the negotiations. You do the contracts.
Yeah. So we don't really care about tree line then.
Not really.
Okay.
No, I mean
Only
Like,
as
there's
the
no
background
actual-
peripheral.
Yeah,
right.
it's more like background story based.
Yeah, I mean Duke Dennis.
Without a shitload of work, that isn't even a fallback location.
No, it's
The towers is all
if
broken, like the whole place is busted up.
if it turns into a fallback, we're
Yeah, all right.
SOL anyway.
Yeah.
So
So,
we probably got off planet with just our skins.
yep. Nope, makes sense to me.
All right. However, what we have right now, we've got basically 2 squads of infantry on Butte Hold. We have technically, yes, 1 squad of infantry, 1 squad of security for the warehouses.
Yeah.
So I mean, right now, when they get back there, that will actually increase our our base security. It'll give them a rotational force to rotate in and out. The Scorpion will be a nice little piece of defense at our base.
That's not going to do much for defense. That's better as a scout/striker. 25 tons, 5'8". Thing hauls.
It hauls. However, we're not there.
and that's an anti-infantry piece. So
Yeah,
if
without
we're-
extra work, it isn't going to do anything to Max. So, yeah, if that's the biggest
know,
infantry
if
thing.
it's an anti-infantry thing, so it's a great infantry support vehicle. Okay. The Jeep will be very useful for transporting things around in town as needed. Tech and engineer,
Oh, well, yeah, the personnel go without saying.
all that stuff is going to be needed, can be very useful immediately. So, I mean, we will benefit long term with them heading back there, improving our defensive perimeter.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we've had some negative stuff with criminal elements in the past. And so, just not something I want to risk for too long. And then, yeah, see how things go on the next, because between that, the dock.
Yeah, you figure you take that useless, it's really useless out in the field,
The cannon, yeah.
the cannon. But you just keep it as an anti, and instead of HE or APs, you load it with flechettes.
Yeah.
And you keep it strictly as an anti-infantry vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can find anything incendiary for it, but yeah.
Probably.
Incendiary rounds, yeah.
Won't damage a mech, but it'll do something.
That type of cannon isn't like the SRM Infernals. It'll there's no rules on it, but I would say it does no damage, but does a point of heat. It's really it's the tech is supposed to be so low that those who have them and use them really only use them for anti-infantry
Makes
or
sense.
to go up against other light tanks.
No, other vehicles.
They'll shoot jeeps with it. They'll blow holes in the bank so they can get in.
Yep.
So he can get just for turning that turret around and hitting that door, you can have your share. Catch the reference?
No.
No.
Nope.
Moriarty! Moriarty! Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves.
Oh my word. Kelly's Heroes. You've never seen Kelly's Heroes.
Oh god, no, we established this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Okay.
He's never
You
seen
haven't
it.
watched it yet?
Nope, I don't own a TV. I don't subscribe to any streaming services.
I don't think Kelly's...
I've worked very hard to not sit and do anything. If I'm sitting, I'm doing something active, like a game or something that requires thinking and logic and processing, because I used to watch way too fucking much TV. That was something that took me a while of working on. I'm one of those weird people. I
haven't had cable in 30
I miss out
years.
on old pop culture references as much as I miss out on new pop culture
Yeah,
references.
that's very old pop culture, but
oh, chances are, yeah, I wouldn't. I was never.
it's like
much
cable.
into
I
it.
have not had cable in so long I don't even remember. I
Yep.
just don't have it.
And this is 3 minute.
Kelly! What the hell are you doing here? Looking after the colonel, that's what. Shoot him and let's get the hell out of here. Shoot him, we don't get the gold. What gold? Conversation. Like you might be interested in helping me out. Oh. I want you to set up a barrage for me. Yeah. If you whisper one word about the gold to these guys, I'm gonna have you bounce from this outfit so fast your feet won't even touch the ground. Okay, Kelly. What is it? I want the intelligence report for this whole sector, and I need them in the next 2 hours. That's nice. What's in it for me? It's behind enemy lines.
I got 3 Shermans outside.
His name's Oddball.
Love
A
oddball.
Sherman can give you a very nice edge.
Stoner.
These are my boys.
Beatniks at the time.
Yep.
Still up. All right, I need about 60 feet of bridge.
Listen, kid, they haven't got your back in a nut water gun, have they?
I don't need you. 60 feet of bridge I can pick up almost anywhere. Schmuck.
All right. I need at least 100 guys. Where do I find 100 men just like that?
Bingo, the band.
Show up, Kelly.
Come on, let's move it up. But my hair is still in curls. Sure, get out. Hey, nobody said anything about schlepping his 30 caliber machine gun all over the country. I'll make you $50 if you carry the machine gun, huh?
Fire! I thought you said 3 Shermans. Those nuts have brought half the army with them.
This guy, it's not your typical World War II. It's all parody comedy,
Okay.
so it's nothing serious.
Yeah.
It is absolutely off the wall.
See, we're just a private enterprise operation.
Yep, it's a private enterprise operation.
Those freaks! That ain't an army, it's a circus!
Yeah, it's all.
That could be the perfect crime.
Oddball winds up as his tiger too. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, these guys. It's
And Kelly's Heroes is owned and trademarked, and I do not own anything to do with Kelly's Heroes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I gotta say that.
yeah, but it is a fabulous.
Yeah.
It really. There are a lot of quotables in there that always with them negative waves, Moriarty. I mean, that is probably one of the most.
I ain't been thinking nothing but positive ways about this fridge ever since. That's all I've been doing is thinking positive ways. We like to look like we're just in some serious need of rest and relaxation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thus,
See
the
what
guys
we
you
find.
met, they're partying. We just like to look like we are. How come his commander doesn't know? I keep their alcohol. Forget what
Yeah.
they call it. But everybody gets so much, and I keep that, and I don't report their lieutenant as being killed in action on Omaha Beach. We made some modifications. We can go backwards as fast as forwards. We like to be able to get out of a situation as quickly
That's
as
the
we
one
got
you-
in it.
That's the one from like either last week or a couple
Yeah.
weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, for the most part, depending on where you want it, you can watch it for like $3.
For me, the hardest part's sitting still that long and doing nothing.
Yeah. So,
Like-
anyway.
Yeah.
If you
We
get
like
an
breaks in
opportunity-
between. We always do.
Oh no, that's fair.
Gotta break it up a little bit.
Can't promise I'll watch it, but if I do get in the mood to watch anything, I will put that on that list. I don't have too much of a backlog anymore. Finally cruised through all the Strange New Worlds, and that was the last thing I wanted to watch over the last 2 years. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. All right, so being 8:30.
Okay. I can get a couple.
Oh, put another check mark there, so that's where we start paying these guys.
Okay. And I'll do a couple of more quick jumps, and we can call it.
All right.
Just so I'll know where we are, because I want to be able to flip the page. Anyway, from Beta 7, you go to Golan, Venus. I don't know.
There we go. To where?
Boy, the writing is so small.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. See which one it is.
Yeah, so small. Anyway, you go from beta.
Oh,
Galanadrinus.
That's not even an easy thing to say. So yeah, it is Galandrinus.
Galandrinus.
Okay, hold on. We're at. All right.
So
we're-
what you want to look at is Dark Nebula. Go
no.
south, go west.
Yeah, Galandrinus. I see it.
Yep, you go Wotan, then that place.
All right, Galandrinus.
Here, you sit in space.
It's a transfer point.
So the transfer point, what it is you sit there and wait, recharge, and another ship connects to another drop that has been waiting. These are things you've been doing. You went up and you connect them. Here, this time you're waiting, and one connects.
All right, so we're. How long are we sitting here?
6.93 days, almost 7 days.
All right. What's the planetary system? Are we trying to? It's known that we're here at the jump point from the planet.
Yeah, because the ship comes up to connect. Another drop ship connects to the one leaves, one connects.
So we can do communication with the planet. Correct?
No, you're passengers.
So
The
we're on
drop-
a drop ship connected to a jump ship right now.
Correct.
Yeah, and so
You're-
another ship just connected to the same jump
Yeah,
ship. Not our
one
drop.
left. They did this number. They one came, one went. You're passengers.
They usually have like 2 to 4 docking collars, maybe, depending.
1 to 6.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Actually, rarity that you can get a 9. You can get a
Well, yeah.
monolith with a 9.
Yeah, you don't have access to planetary communications.
Okay.
You're on a cruise ship, and you can't go up to the captain and go, "Hey, I want to make a call."
I could.
You
But
could.
get denied. Supposedly.
I mean, like everything, there are places people say, "Hey, I'm at the jump. I'll be there in a week. You know, I'm on my way down there." That kind of a thing, but there's no reason for you to jump in line or even get in line. You're not going down to talk to anybody.
No, but I just wanted to see if there was how can I put it? Not a stock exchange, but like a trade exchange. See if there's anything that a passing merchant who can't stop on this trip, what would be good speculative?
Again, that would be something that takes time, looking through the transport.
6.93 days.
Yeah, but you're still talking
Yeah.
you hunting and finding and then getting to where you can call and who you're going to contact. This drop ship, and if you contact that drop ship that just came in, well, using your contacts, no, I'm just going from point A to point B.
All right.
It's just who you catch.
All right.
The drop ships know where to connect to go where they need to go, having it all preset. Jump ships, this civilian jump ships, civilian jump ships follow the equivalent of a bus route.
Yep.
So all these changes are, they know, okay, we got to go here. Okay, we got to go. Okay, swap out. You got to, like I said, you got to do I got to do a bus pass. I got to swap
Right.
buses.
All right, so the next one goes to
Wonton.
Wotan,
Wotan, that place.
right on the edge of the Dark Nebula.
Here you're going to go 8.19 days down, where you're going to trade drop ships again. This one, its route is done.
It's a drop ship change.
It's a drop ship change, so that's All your cargo gets taken off. You go to the next one. Boom.
Okay.
Because your current connector, he's going the other way. He's going back on his route.
Okay.
It is a 3-day wait. So if you want to do something real quick for those 10 days and
I mean,
10 days, those 3
3 days.
days, and I can end it there so we'll know where we are.
just local conditions, see if there's anything for potential mercenary.
The
We already
12th,
have one complete.
the 12th Star Guards, 1st and 2nd regiments are already here.
Okay.
And there's a lot of talk.
Okay. A lot of talk about.
Well, you can quickly give me maybe a history to see what you know of the 12th Star Guards.
I shall have this strategy based on.
Because your next jump is the next delivery. I don't know if I have something set going on there or not, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. I can hold it there. But like I said from the beginning, this is a lot of jumping and waiting with little things
17.
along the way.
17.
Yeah, because the Star Guards are well known.
Yeah, I
You
haven't
know,
looked into them too much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
you know that there are 3 regiments. 2 are here.
Ooh.
It's right up there with Theradani is like one of the oldest.
Yep.
And it is,
platforms.
and a lot of people are talking that they are going to take residence at Camelot Command Base as a reaction force.
On
Reaction.
Camelot.
Camelot Command.
Reaction.
That's on Wotan. No, I'm.
Of course not.
Oh. And the reaction to what?
Pirates.
Oh, okay.
Camelot Command Base.
Camelot Command.
As reaction.
Where did you say that you are close to? Dark Nebula, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, 19 for military history.
Camelot Command. Star League era base that was set in the Dark Nebula. For military purposes, they varied, but it was recently found, and it is being used because it is a fully functional Star League era spaceport command base. It is a that's right. It's a Death Star.
Yeah, it's a deep space
It's-
artificial habitat.
Yep. With lots of guns and cannons and satellites out there that have guns and cannons.
And more satellites.
And with your roll, I think it was a Cameron was found there, and that is its primary. I think it's a Cameron. I'm pretty positive it was a Cameron.
Oh, man.
That's what made it what it
It's
was.
a battleship.
Yeah.
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 And there was a hell of a fight. Because pirates had it. The thing about the Cameron is it's the KF drive doesn't function. So it's It's just an addition to the station. It sits there.
So its jump drive is unfunctional.
The first sentence on Sarna. Despite its illustrious name, the Cameron-class battlecruiser was a massive boondoggle, heavily flawed and a literal death trap for its crews.
Yeah. However, it's there. Its gun systems work, but it's not moving, so it doesn't have that same problem.
Yeah.
It's basically right now just
A floating gun platform.
a floating gun platform, a space station.
Oh, and guns it has aplenty.
Guns it has aplenty, but it doesn't have that flaws of trying to jump. That's why it was there. It was a misjump, boom, and it broke down here, and they could never get it out, and everybody basically died. It was found because the clans knew about it. In my case, the Jihad knew about it, the Word of Blakes knew about it, and they came in heavy forces, destroyed the pirates that were there, took it, but in this whole, after Jihad, they went in there and retook it from them, from the Word of Blake, but pirates have since gone into the little satellites and stuff out there, so pirates are a problem, but now you got this, basically two big stations. But now they are being operated by highly trained, loyal, because there's other forces there, but the 12th Star, the entire regiment is going to be stationed in and around it, along with whatever forces were already there. And again, that's for your, that's different. You'll never go there.
Massive.
You will never go there. It's just like people are talking about it. It's the word, wow. Wow.
Yep. Okay, so with that being,
No session next week, right? Thing on account.
Correct.
Of
It's
Thanksgiving.
Bird
turkey,
Day.
yeah, Turkey Day.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
I'm going to shut this down, but you can figure out your XP and stuff you don't need me.